Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2021 together with the twins today. So I wish you a very, very happy new year. I hope you had a good transition into 2021. And if not, then let's just hope that this year becomes a little bit better than 2020. But I'm not alone. I have the one and only, the almighty, the beautiful, and also the birthday kid of today, Mr. Conway with me. Mr. Conway, say hello.
Hello, everyone. It's so nice to be back. It's so nice to see all of you again. Happy 2021. Happy birthday to me. And it is only fitting that we finished 2020 last stream with Chrysanthus' birthday, and we start 2021 with mine. It kind of all worked out this year, apart from all things that didn't.
Yes, besides all of the other things that didn't work out.
Yes.
Bratwurstvermietung says, Chrysanthus, du geiles Schnitzel. Geile Sau. It's a nice greeting into this year. And Jacobson says, thank you for my Grzegorz Brzęczykiewicz. He arrived. Welcome in 2021 and happy birthday, Mr. Conway. I mean, Chad, we could sing together actually for Mr. Conway. Do you want to sing happy birthday? And look, then it's only going to be me. It sounds probably pretty weird. So you guys sing in the background.
Yes. I think that it's only fun when there's more than one person.
Exactly. I realized this. I mean, we're more than one.
Yes.
But you guys are very far away.
But it's like, I have to genuinely say, right, it is fun to be back, and I did volunteer to do this on my birthday because I've missed you. I've missed sitting down, talking some ship, and sinking some stuff, and it's been a nice little break. But it's also nice to be back in the captain's chair, ready to go rock.
That's also the reason why we're live earlier. We were preparing, and we're like, you know what, we're ready. Why not just start?
Go live early. But we have nothing particularly special planned for you today. Because it's the first stream of the year, all of our developers are currently on their well-deserved holiday, so our development office is completely closed. So we've been having quite a quiet week as well. So we thought it's a perfect opportunity to have a nice, relaxed evening. We'll play some random battles. We'll answer some of your questions. And kind of, start our streaming year with a bit of a relaxed stream. And yeah, TP says, happy birthday, bud. Mine was Tuesday as well. Yeah, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Mr. Freer. By the way, big shout out to TC Freer and the whole Bob's clan community, plus all of the streamers that participated, because even though we weren't able to do our 24-hour charity marathon, which we will still do, they managed to put together a 3-day marathon covering, 30 different channels, and they raised over $46,000 for Save the Children. So please, a big round of applause in chat for the Bob's community and for TC Freer for organizing this. They did a fantastic job, and that's money. That's a big chunk.
Lobster Rose says, why so little steel on snowflakes? So the amount of steel is exactly the same as last year on the steel flakes, and the more ships you have, the more steel you get. I can recommend you to actually...
We should actually just show this.
Yes, okay.
I'll do it.
Okay. Well, I want to show my steel whaling too.
Fine. So we have... there is a fantastic person in our community whose name is Rukentia. He's a standout dude, and he does he makes things with programming and websites. And
magic. We call it, like in these circuits, we call it magic because we don't know how it works.
Yes. Chrysanthus will vigorously spam the link. I hope. Yes.
I'm just logging in.
Right. But the whole way this works, I'll just show you this quickly. Which one is best for this? This one? There we go. So he made this fantastic website he called Steel Whaling. And what it does is you can go to the website, you log in using your Wargaming ID, and it will go through your stats, and it will have a look at which ships that have snowflakes on them do you have, and which of those have you already played since the snowflakes came in, which of those have you knocked off. And it'll give you a fantastic rundown of how much steel you can still earn, how many boxes you can still get, and which of those ships you can get them on.
Can you click on the include ships I used to have in port? So just that I see how many tier 10s you really have? Okay. Because this is a cool feature, because the way he pulls it is it includes ships that you used to have in the past, and since we have test ships,
but this means for those of you who don't usually have test ships, if you had a tier 10 ship and you sold it, this would be a good opportunity for you to buy it back and to get something extra. But this is fantastic because I still have almost 4,000 extra steel I can earn with all of these tier 8 ships. So I've done all of my tier 9. I've started progress on the tier 8. But so that's, like for me, I have a decent amount of ships, but that's 6,500 steel. And that is nothing to be sneezed at. So please give a big shout out to Rukentia if you ever see him. There's a donate button here. Please feel free to click it and give him a few dollarinos if you feel like it. But fantastic website. Use it and profit.
Absolutely. And also, this is a nice reminder that snowflakes are still going to be running for this update and the next update. So you have quite a bit of time to get rid of all of them. And I would highly recommend you to just grab the steel, grab the coal, grab the containers, especially if you're still missing some ships in your ports to just, get more of them.
Warship XL says, does it make sense? You can filter in-game for snowflakes in any class and tier combination. Yes, you can. Yeah. Absolutely. But this gives you a nice overview of how much you can get in total and which ships you have. And it has this include ships that you used to have in port feature. So you can also look if there's something that you maybe researched and then sold and can buy back for some credits and turn those credits into steel. It's
mostly to display for you if you don't want to do math and you just want to see how much can I still get if you, for example, planning, to buy a steel ship? That just makes it easier for you to plan. If hey, okay, for example, for me, I have what is it? I can actually show it here. Nope, like this. So, example, for me, it would be almost 9,500 steel that I can get. I still have 4,000 to cover. And here you can see the amount of coal you can get because for tier 5, tier 6, tier 7 ships, you get coal. For tier 8 and tier 9 ships, you get steel. And for tier 10 ships, you get these center containers. So, I like this page. It makes it a bit easier to navigate. And cool thing. Always happy to give a shout out to these community build pages.
By the way, there's a question on YouTube from Christopher Strumbu who's asking, why does barely anyone watch these streams? And Christopher, this is actually not true. It's just that we don't have many people watching on YouTube. Because I just think Twitch is the superior streaming platform. So if you'd like to join us on twitch.tv/World of Warships, there's a lot more activity there.
Yeah. So Flashheart is, for example, asking, what are your thoughts on the new ranked system? Seems like it hasn't fixed the issues of the old system. Well, it depends on what the issues are with the system. I know there's the topic of saving the stars, like a 50-50 split in the community. When you're in a situation where you save the star, you're very happy that it exists. If you're in a situation where you cannot save the star and you see somebody maybe doing something that is not really there for doing the best to win the battle, I understand the frustration as well. But my take on this so far is I played a lot of ranked before. Not every season, but usually every second season. And I find it much easier to actually get through the ranked season because you have, let's say, smaller sessions of ranked. You play bronze, you get to your rank 1, and then you just go back to randoms. And then in the next week, you will go into the next league or you just repeat that league. And so it's shorter sessions, which means for me also less frustration. Just, playing that mode, and sometimes you do get aggravated by your teammates or whatever's happening in the game. So for me, that's something that is nice. It's a better framework in general. Now, if you talk about, hey, there's room for improvement in terms of matchmaking or in terms of the framework within the actual mode of how the battles are played and how things are distributed, then of course there's still room for improvement. But I think this is a cool first step, and also the UI looks much better in my opinion.
Yes. Couple of questions here from Al Hakim. Why is that Crusaders and Mr. Commonwealth's camera are so clear and other talking heads are so crappy when you multi-head stream? Look, this is because we're here in the same room, so I can demonstrate this to you by throwing this at him, and you can see it hit him. So we are indeed in the same room, but socially distant. But when we have external guests joining us, we are, subject to the whims of the internet and whatever service we use. So unfortunately, quality is not very consistent there. Riddler Plays Badly says, can we please get the Smart Horizon crosshair in white in the mod station? I can't run this bright green and it kills my eyes. Riddler, we do not make the mods in the mod station. We just do the mod station. So if you're interested in having an adjustment to your favorite mod, I would suggest you contact the person who made that mod. You should probably be able to find the information on that in the mod station and just ask him to add that as an option. But those mods are created by players for players, so you'll have to talk to the players.
Yep. So then we have also Evan here. Evan, Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New
I hope
Year,
you had
Evan.
a good Happy New Year transition and you got to enjoy a little bit of that free time over the holidays. And just dodge Crusaders. Yeah, it felt like an FDR striking me here.
There was a question here from Toko who's saying, do you plan an auction of ships and gadgets as part of the Great Orchestra of Christmas charity in Poland? I'm not sure this year. We did it. We've done this before.
I'm not sure. We'll have to check.
I'm not sure. We'll have to check with our Polish community manager and see if there's any plan to do this.
Yeah. We also had here a question on YouTube about from Roger Retz, and he's asking, could you explain the damage on spotting? So the way this works is in the UI when you play the battle, right? On the top right, you will see several counters. One of them is, for example, for potential damage, and one of them is for the spotting damage that you deal, and that is basically damage that could only be dealt because you spotted an enemy ship that would otherwise not be spotted. So this is kind of like your contribution, especially if you play a DD, that you make sure that all of these enemies are actually visible to the rest of your team, and they will deal the damage to that ship, and that will give you a certain income.
Yes. And to answer a few questions I've seen today, we are not announcing anything out of the ordinary today. Like I said before, our development studio is on their well-deserved Christmas break, so they've completely closed up. So we don't have any news. It's just us today. We can, use our reasonably extensive knowledge of World of Warships to answer your questions and have some fun together. But if you're expecting news, maybe in 2 weeks.
Maybe next week even. We'll see.
Next week. We'll have to see when devs are back, and I have to have a chat to them.
And also there's a Waterline coming up.
Yes, with us.
Yes, they recorded in 2020.
Yes.
So you will see a little bit of Christmas decorations in the background. Einipper has a question here about the ranking system. So he says, I have a question. Why in the ranking of the ranked battles you compete to pass the league with those of you who are already in that league? That is, if you are number 1 in bronze, you should compete only with number 1 bronze to go to silver. I don't see it logical. Not really. Like, I guess it depends on your point of view, but the idea is that you're in bronze, you made it to rank 1. Now you want to compete with the guys who are in the silver league, so you get moved into the qualification where you first of all play on the same tier, so the same requirements, the same prerequisites that you need to have to play with these players, and then you also need to showcase that you have it in you to stay in that league. So that's kind of like the qualification aspect. So you're kind of like, it's kind of like a relegation where you would play against it. You have actually something similar, for example, in football. If you would want to get from League 2 to League 1, and there's a relegation, you would play against a team that would be relegated down, and you are the team that wants to relegate up. So you fight against each other, and the better team will get into the upper league. Now we don't have a restriction in terms of how many people can be in the league, so nobody gets relegated down. But if you want to get up, you need to compete with the guys that are already in that league. And trust me, it's not that huge difference in terms of gameplay. You will see that it's more about, it gives you already some time to adapt, for example, to a different tier that might be played. Maybe there's a little bit of a slightly different meta because it's a different tier, right? So yeah, I hope that explained it for you.
Yes. Scully TTV is asking, when will we be able to become a CC again? Because, well, I've been waiting for a year. So Scully, I just had a quick peek at your channel. And this goes for anybody who's interested in our contributor program. We do require a certain amount of like activity on your channel, not just in terms of you making content, but also in terms of how many viewers and how many followers you have. And I'm afraid it doesn't look like you're going to make the cut yet. But I wish you the best of luck.
Just keep going, and maybe in the future.
Yes. When did this stream start? That's a great question.
15 minutes ago. Yes, we started a bit earlier. But, it's New Year's, and we wanted to answer as many questions as we can because we're sure you have plenty of them.
Zozan's asking, how can I contact Lumberjack? For over a year now, I've been waiting for my prize from the competition of World of Warships. So, Zozan, Lumberjack has a bit of a different job with us now, but if you want, you can send me, Mr. Conway, a PM on the forums, and I'll poke him and I can follow up if there's something that's missing.
Ultim T says there's only one league in football. Oh, you mean the other one? I'm sorry, I'm European. There is only one football. No, I'm happy for you to enjoy American football, but for me, football always means for you soccer, I guess. A plus D says that there's no incentive to rank 1 in golden, 200 steel for 19 stars. It's a joke. Well, you also get doubloons, and you get the rank tokens, which you can then trade in for unique camouflages on the ship. So I guess it depends on you. The good thing, that's personally one of the aspects that I like the most about this new ranked system, is you kind of have ranked pretty much available on a permanent basis, and you decide how much time you want to spend. And you can just play each week. And it's also not based only on the ranks, but actually on the wins. So you can just play, you get your few wins, and you get your amount of steel, and then you decide how much time you want to invest to get even more steel. So it's in your hands how much you want to play, and if you think that it's not worth it for you to spend that much time to get that additional steel, then you just play something else in the meantime. Play your random battles, play your operations, play clan wars, whatever you want to do to get the things in the game that you want to get.
Yes, Claude Badley is asking, is there any plans to have an event like last year to change servers from NA to EU? I can't answer that yet. It's possible. We did this as a one-time kind of exception, and the reason we're a little bit hesitant to do it again is because it creates a lot of work. Just a lot of manual work for a lot of people. So we'll have to think about it, but there's a possibility. I just can't make a promise. Then there was a question: will there be, or is the next tech tree line after Italian battleships? Yes, there will be a new tech tree line after Italian battleships.
Oh, you remember it's those ships?
Yes, those ones. I think
with the guns.
If you wait for our Waterline episode, we will indeed talk about it there.
We would love to already talk about it.
Yes, but we can't.
We can't. I'm sorry.
Destiny Ray is asking, is there a timeline for the Santa tickets? Look, and we'll talk about this briefly, right? I have to first of all apologize because everything there ran and is running a little bit messily. The problem is that these Santa tickets take a lot of manual work, right? It can take up to 2 hours for a complicated case to do the manual kind of rollback and refund. So we're working through it as fast as we can. But we don't have an exact timeline. It depends a little bit. Some tickets are quick, some tickets take a long time, and we'll get to you. And if you've got the ticket lodged, then we'll definitely process it for you. So please, I have to ask you for a little bit more patience.
Yeah. A+D, yeah, I know there's no gold for the actual regional rank 1, because if I remember correctly, it's steel, coal, and the rank token. But obviously you need to get the wins, and the last 2 stages of the wins, the victories, you get doubloons. So it depends on how you look at it, right?
Catherine's asking, when is the Waterline episode coming? That's a good question.
Soon here.
Can you remember the date? Was it?
I think it's it's in January, but I cannot give you.
It's very soon. I can't exactly remember the exact date, but
it is prepared.
Yes, it's already recorded. It's ready.
Is there an exact date when the Thunderer and the other ships will be removed? Yes, at the end of update 0.10.0. So basically with the release of 0.10.1, these ships will be released, but you can also find that information on the development blog.
Scully TTV is asking, why is the European tech tree called that way? Because it's 80% Swedish ships. Yes, because, Scully, we're not done with it yet. More ships will be added in the future. We just happen to have started with a majority of Swedish ships. Are you going to announce something today? No, we will not.
No, today is a bit of a relaxed stream where we just talk a bit with you guys, and just try to answer as much as we can, have some fun games.
I think we should probably just start and play a game.
We can do that. Let me just quickly double check for the removal of the ships, just to make sure that the information I give you is correct. Keep in mind that Somas will be removed later. And yes.
Oh, and since I've done a lot of my steel flakes already, we could do some tier 10 flakes if you want.
Sure, happy to. I still have some tier 8.
Choice Arena wants to join. Sure, Choice. Why not? Happy New Year. Is it possible to have a light cruiser line in the Japanese tech tree? Yes, of course. Look, we've got a lot more plans in future, but when this is going to happen, I can't tell you. We can only do one line at a time, right? So wait. We've got something cool. The next line after Italian is also going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Al-Hakim is asking, when is the Chrysanthus and Mr. Conway OnlyFans page to open? I'm looking forward to getting a VIP account just for it. Well, Al-Hakim, work in progress.
Yes. So I just quickly, so that you guys
we should
have to have the full information.
We should just make an OnlyFans account, and then we just answer gameplay questions.
So starting from update 0.10.1, the following ships will no longer be available to obtain. So it's the Thunderer, the tier 10 British battleship, European destroyer Smoland, also tier 10, American battleship Georgia tier 9, American cruiser Alaska tier 9, and American battleship Massachusetts tier 8. So if you want to get these ships, make sure to get them within the next 2 updates, like this update and until the end of the next update. So just as a FYI, if you missed this information, go grab your coal, grab your steel is not necessary for these ships, but for example, free XP if you want to get the Småland. So go grab them. They're worth it, all of them, in my opinion. So let's play some games, huh?
Yes.
I accepted your invitation. I'm sorry. I was just looking at the news.
I read it up in Orlan for some reason.
Orlan, okay.
No, thank you. No, let's. So let me just, because this is good because it gives us variety. Let me just filter for flakes.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I still have most of my tier 10s left. For me, because I have a lot of stuff in game, the steel is really the highest priority because I need.
Oh
steel.
wow, Benny the Button says, I never had a liquid cooled PC. My PCs had only fans. Oh man, Fritzy, where's Fritzy when you need him, right? Jack Ryan says he has them all. Nice.
By the way, if anybody sees Lion Drome in chat, give us a shout.
Yeah. And Aerox says, hey, Wargaming has stated that the efficiency of secondary guns will be maintained through the commander skill update. This is a rather nebulous term. Can you clarify how the metric secondary gun efficiency is calculated? I cannot tell you that. That I would have to ask internally. But the idea is not to make secondary batteries worse. Yes, there will be a drop in accuracy due to the change of the skill, right? But on the other hand, the range of the skill or the range of the secondaries will be improved for certain ships. And on top of that, you also have the ability to hit several ships and not just the selected one. Now, whether this is going to work out in like a one-to-one fashion, I don't know. And if we need to make changes, we will definitely make changes. I mean, this is still in testing, right? And I hope you guys tested this out in the public test server.
Jack Diego is asking, do you think it's possible to grind or get 650,000 free XP before Småland goes out from sale? Yes.
Can you, before you answer anything, can you please make sure we're not playing co-op?
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you, Choice, for remembering us as well. I was doing, like snowflakes, so I may have been in co-op. So, yes, I think it is possible, Jack Diego. Look, if you're just playing without any additional bonuses, no way. But if you have like some nice camouflages, some nice signal flags and consumables to use, have a look. Try and maximize which ones of those you use. They're the ones that bring you free XP. You might well be able to do it. But it's going to be,
What's the amount? 750?
650.
To get Småland, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah, you will... I mean, I would recommend you, if you can, like play tier 10. Use camos, use signal flags, maybe even if you, for example, like to do operations, also a good way to get free XP, because it's a very consistent way of getting XP if you need them.
Yes.
Also clan battles if you're part of a good clan. Good way.
Very good, yes. Lex Mechanic is also saying, sorry for bringing this up again, but it's time for another new Collector's Club badge. That can't be. We just added one for 400 ships. We don't have that many ships yet. Are you sure? And Ulbricht says, so the game just crashed on me and I had to restart the whole PC. And when I logged back in, it told me I got a team kill penalty. How can that be? That might be a little bit confusing in the description because that penalty is for either doing a team kill or being AFK. And so if you crashed, then you were AFK.
Can I use my coupon to buy Georgia for the balloons tomorrow? I would have to check until when the coupon was valid, but that should be displayed in the coupon. What?
No.
What no?
I mean, the answer to this question is no.
Okay.
Because the coupons are valid until the 8th.
Okay. Yeah, that's why. Oh, but you can usually check the validity of the coupons by just hovering over them. Play Makarov division, please. I do like to play the Nuremberg and the Makarov. We can do that for you if you want us to do this.
Added collector's badge of 350 ships. We're past 400 in the game. So Lex Mechanic, if you're telling me you have more than 350 ships on your, you have 400 ships on your account, I'll think about it.
Well, I do.
You've got more than 400 ships on board?
410 or something.
Really?
Yes.
But including test ships.
I think even more.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but
I
I
don't
think that it's not going to be every 50 ships. I think the stepping is bigger for the next one because I thought
I'm not sure. I do remember that I suggested we should add both of them at the same time, but I can't remember why we didn't. But if we're there, send me a PM and I will bring it up again, and I'm sure we can add another level. Somebody changed my crosshair again. How dare they? Thank you. Okay, what's the game plan here? I haven't been paying attention.
Well, right now I'm blocking B, and I was hoping for a radar potentially here from choice, but he's
doing a pro gamer move and reversing
Yeah.
into the cap, so it's going to take him a little bit long to get there. It's not a bad idea in something like a Des Moines, and I'm sure he's got a legendary module for acceleration mounted to go backwards, because it means that if once you get spotted, you can get out of dodge, and most of the people, most of the people shooting you will miss because they will be shooting at a stationary or reversing target when you're already gone.
Oh, what are these torps? Interesting. A set of 4. Oh, hello, Yugumo. Not the best choice here.
Not quite get him, unfortunately, where he is.
What?
Did we
happened to
just
our
lose
DDs?
2 Yugubos?
Yes.
That's not good. It was also, I'm afraid, a worrying amount of DDs around here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I just point out how beautiful that shot was?
Nice choice. Very nice.
No, I did 6k of that.
Okay, good. I mean, thank
you
you,
take
both
part of
of
the
you,
credit
for
for this.
taking care of this destroyer.
Has
So-
Mr. Conway been playing ranked, somebody asks. I've been playing some ranked. I'm at bronze rank 4, I think. I haven't been playing at all during my holiday. Because I wasn't at home. But I'm enjoying it, especially at tier 8. How about you guys? Have you guys been having fun with ranked? Chrysanthus, of course, he's try hard. Yeah, he's already in gold, of course.
Hat?
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Look,
North Cam.
look. Oh, nice. The Benham's going down.
I'm a little bit worried about what Erland is doing for me. That's why I'm just kind of staying right here where there's islands, but I'm also getting flanked by Thunderer.
I'll try to help with the Thunderer and Torps.
Okay, I'm gonna turn now and direct my Wrath towards the Thunderer because he's showing me broadside.
Oh, here's Torps are spotted.
Yeah. No, I'm turning north in front of this island.
Thunderer isn't spotted anymore.
Yeah, but I'm an equal opportunity offender. I'll shoot at the Charles Motel as well.
Nice shot.
And goodbye.
Well, while we might have lost our DDs very early on, the enemy team decided to do the same and lose their DDs. Okay. Helping out on the other side.
Unfortunately, Thunderer is coming to angle, but I still can't push because there's still the Irland. I don't want to get Irland.
Thunder is turning in. I should have predicted this. Should have predicted this. Oh, Walkserver says hello from Ontario, Canada. Well, hello from Prague.
Yes.
Have you been to Germany for Christmas and the New Year? I have not. But
I actually went. It was a pain in the backside. I had to get COVID tests on both sides, of course, and unfortunately, because of course, restrictions in Germany, it meant that family Christmas had to happen with only half the family. But it was still nice to have a bit of a change of scenery and a break. But still a little bit, still disappointing.
Yeah, for me, it's like it's quite complicated to go back. And then, for example, my grandma is in the risk group, and my mom as well. So it's complicated. You know how it is, guys.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and I thought for me it was not worth the risk. Also including the travel there. So unfortunately, nope.
Yeah, I went by car, which means that at least you don't have to expose yourself to other people, and you kind of can make reasonably sure that during transit you're not going to go and pick up something from somebody, which is like the biggest worry with like elderly grandparents and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, I am going to push. Well, actually, we've won now. I'm going to push around here. The Öland missed his torpedoes again. Who's calling? So the Thunderer, who went around the flank and sailed full broadside for the entirety of the time, is now abusing people in chat for having misplayed. Don't be like the Thunderer, gentlemen. Will you show us a Sommers game? Wow. I think Chrysanthus will gladly show you a Sommers game.
Sure.
I cannot because I don't have one. But you really like the Sommers, right?
What?
I said you really like the Sommers.
I love the Sommers. It's a really strong ship.
I'm sure I would also like the Sommers, but I'm too much of a potato, so
Well,
I don't
you have to
steel.
earn it. Hello, Buffalo.
Exactly. I feel so bad for this Öland. He's launched every torpedo salvo in this game at me. He hasn't hit a single one. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I am sorry.
We can hear how sorry you are. By the way, we can also take a look at Mr. Comey's gameplay.
I only just
It's a bit more interesting than mine because so far I just capped and that's about the damage that I've dealt.
Well, I'm about.
And now I think I'm going to help that buffalo enjoy
I'm
torpedoes.
allowed to blap the ever-living shit
No!
out of that buffalo. Yes.
No.
Please don't shoot him. I'm anticipating him to be dead here.
Oh man,
I told you.
It's like I made
I
all
told
my, I
you.
made all the way around here to nuke him, and then it goes boom in front of me.
He reversed out in front of me at this distance.
I can't blame you. You know my opinion on kills.
And
no
he was,
such thing
and he was
exists.
full health.
Do you understand the frustration when you're there in the DD? You're happy to like nuke the shit out of the radar ship that has been radaring you for like three cycles.
Absolutely understand. But
Well, that's an easy win, and I'll take it.
Wow, Levy's West says 8 to 10 people in my workplace caught COVID. I'm one of 2 of the 10 who passed the test and didn't have it. Well, you're lucky. I had it already, and I sent the entire team into quarantine.
He did absolutely. Yes, there was a fun moment when Mr. Conway called us and said he was tested positively for corona, and the office went like.
Look, it wasn't very fun from my perspective.
It was also not fun for us being locked down for like 2 weeks.
But from my perspective, it was even less fun because I was locked down for 2 weeks. I had to distance from my family in the same small apartment, so we're basically restricted to the bedroom.
Yes. Free XP is calculated from earned XP or base XP. Well, it's calculated as a 5% value from the XP earned in general.
Total XP, yes.
Total XP, yes.
So you can stack quite a lot of bonuses.
I mean, I can just show this to you. So, for example, I mean, this is not the greatest game to show this, but overall, if you take a look at the 4th slide of your results screen, you will see the without premium account and with premium account calculation. Over here, you have XP, for example. So we received 1,378 XP, and of that, you will get 5%. The free XP.
Okay. Well,
and you can see here, for example, calculated, right? You see earned, and then the modifiers are being applied.
Yeah. If you switch to my screen, you can see what it looks like when you stack the modifiers together. So this is not like this could still theoretically be higher because as a base camouflage, I'm just using the arpeggio permanent camouflage here, which gives you 100% XP. But you can see the total XP stacks up to a quite high amount. And if you then go down, if you then have a look at the free XP, right, it's also quite high because it's based on the total amount here, and then you get these modifiers stacked on top of that. So you can see I managed, because I was using the flags, I managed to get 14k with this single game.
So, and then there was a question here about when will the black return to the armory? We don't know that yet, and once we know, we'll be very happy to tell you this. Racecar has an interesting question. Can you guys tell me if you have a fixed salary from Wargaming, and if so, what round is it? So I'm sorry, I'm not going to talk here about salaries, but we do have
want to, like, how much money do you have in your bank account right now, Chrysanthos?
No, but Racecar, if you're interested in working for us, feel free to take a look at the vacancies that we have. We do pay fixed salaries, yes.
Yes.
And if you want to, learn more about this, feel free to get in touch with one of our recruiters and just apply for one of the positions. And if you make it to that stage, we'll be happy to also talk about salaries. Yes.
So
Outside of that, there was a question about which ships I prefer, the Halland or the Småland, and that question is not that easy to answer because it depends on what kind of playstyle you prefer. The Halland is quite different to the Småland because the Småland is not as focused on the torpedo gameplay. The Halland is a great mix, right? It has good guns, fantastic torpedoes with a fast reload, not so high alpha damage. You don't get the smoke, but you do get a decent AA with defensive AA. You get a heal as well. While the Småland gets radar. It's not that strong with torpedoes. It's more of like a kind of like gunboat, one of the best DPM boats on tier 10. That's why you also see it quite often, for example, in competitive matches, let's say clan wars or ranked battles. So it depends on what kind of playstyle you prefer. You know me, I'm a bit of a tryhard. I want to go for caps. I want to have some fun there and bully other DDs and do the objectives and win the battle. So I would personally always prefer the Småland, unless I want to just have some like easy torpedo fun. Then I would pick the Halland.
Yes. Some more questions here. Kim Cole is asking, can you confirm if we purchase the Strasbourg, if we earn it in the campaign, what compensation there is? You should get doubloon compensation, which is why I'm also still working on the Strasbourg campaign, even though I have a Strasbourg. Because you can never...
Don't forget this, guy. So if I can show you this in-game. So, or actually, let's use this beautiful camera setting. So you have the campaigns here. And with the last update, we actually added 2 additional campaigns that you can see over here. This one here is the In Pursuit of Strasbourg. As the final reward, if you hover over here, you see you do get the ship with the Winter Holiday Strasbourg camouflage. If you already own the ship, you can still get her, which means you will get the doubloon compensation because you bought the ship beforehand, and you will just get those doubloons back.
And the skin.
And the skin, exactly. And as you can see, this one is, for example, still locked. It will be available in 4 days. I'm, for example, already on stage 3 here with the mission 3. You can select the tasks, and if you're new to campaigns in general, the way it works is you accept these tasks. If you have a regular account without premium time, you can do 2 at the same time. If you have a premium account, you can do 3 at a time. And then you can just select which ones you like. And you can also repeat them. So, for example, I'm already done with number 1. I actually did it a second time. And you can just repeat them as many times as you want. You don't have to do all of them, but you don't get the reward once it's been issued a second time. So if you want to, get the rewards here, just select the ones that you like to do with the ships classes that you like to play, and then you get to do this. And then we also have the ships and fates one. Keep in mind that for the final task here, you need to have the Strasbourg to be able to just advance here. So that gives you a little bit of a, if you buy the ship, basically a bit of a head start into this, and otherwise you will have to finish the first campaign and then you can start the second one.
Yes. What else? There was a question from Centauri. Is there a support page where we can ask about ships and buffs? So look, if you want to ask about ships and buffs, please don't contact customer support. They have enough on their plate. The best place to actually go is either... What?
Push the battle button.
No, I was asking about questions. So the best places I would recommend to get information about ships and kind of buffs, it would be either our official Discord server, which you can access, or with Chrysanthus, push the button, please. Which you can, Chrysanthus, push the button, please.
For what?
Discord. Yes.
There you go.
If you go there to discord.gg/WOWS, you'll find a great and supportive community of players that I'm sure would be happy to help you out. Otherwise, our official forums are always a good place to look. Aditya Bose was asking, how do you know which way is north for every map? I don't understand the question. It's always north. I'm sorry. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so basically the top of the minimap represents north. When will we nerf CVs? Is Indy asking. We keep an eye on all classes and all ships at the same time, and if we see the need to apply changes or nerfs or buffs, we will do this. But always feel free to drop us feedback. We're very happy to hear it from you.
Oh, and Overon says, very good evening, all. How can the evening be better with a cold beer and a WoW stream with Chrysanthos and Mr. Conway? Thank you very much for saying this. It's fantastic. I wish I had a cold... We do have cold beer.
We actually do, yes.
We do actually have cold beer.
So Crow is asking, will we ever see a coal or free XP carriers? I would like to spend my accumulated resources on your favorite class too. I'm sure that at some point in the future, you might also see a coal or free XP carrier. I mean, recently we added with the FDR, we added a steel carrier. So I'm sure that at some point in the future of World of Warships, you will also see one of these resources being used to obtain CV.
one comment here I wanted to address from Dropzone 1992 says he wished that the first mission of the campaign used any Tier 5 ship and not the Strasbourg. I think that would have been an improvement. Tasks should include the Strasbourg as a requirement, just not the last task. Look, the reason we did it this way is so you have two choices, right? You can either play the first campaign, unlock the Strasbourg completely for free, and then start on the ships and fates. Or if you choose to purchase the Strasbourg in advance, you can still do this, and you get doubloon compensation if you unlock it again, but it means you get a head start on the ships and fates campaign. But you can do both of those for free. You just have to wait a little bit longer. And this is a lot how we do monetization, is, you know, potentially paying for early access or paying for faster progress. And so it's your choice whether or not you want to do that, but you'll still be able to play it once you've unlocked the Strasbourg, which is, you know, a free Tier 8 premium ship after all.
Yes. Do you have some kind of script when you have to face the same questions every week? No, we don't. It can be sometimes, like I'm not going to lie here, it can be sometimes a bit annoying if you have to answer the same questions over and over and over and over and over and over and over again every week. But on the other hand, I also completely understand that there are many players that haven't been there, for example, last week or the week before, and it's their question. It's an absolutely valid question, and I will always be happy, and the same thing is true for any other employee who's going to be showing up on the streams here. We'll always be happy to answer these questions in the best way we can, and hope we can provide you with an answer that, even though you might not agree with it, makes sense to you, and you have a better understanding of why we make these choices.
And you know, people tune into the stream at different times, so they might not have called the beginning of the stream. So it makes a lot of sense from our perspective to also just repeat the things without feeling too salty about it.
You're not parking right next to me, right? Okay.
What?
No, I was just wondering why they're firing so accurate at me, and then I realized that you're right behind me.
Yes.
Oh, that's an Oink division? Okay. They have the Halland here. So they're going to probably play on range. What I'm doing right now here is, like, I don't really want to reposition. I want to be able to counter what they're doing. So I'm just reversing into this, and it gives me the option to just run away if I need to. That Hindenburg is pretty much stationary.
I have fired at him.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it. I wish I'd seen it first. He's completely stationary because he's scraped up against the Yamato.
Oh, that was
I could have
unfortunate.
completely blapped him there.
Oh god. Oh no. There's a Vermont. Oh no. This might have been a mistake. No.
Might potentially hurt.
I got lucky.
Is that Yamato still broadside to me?
Okay, they're going to play the long range game, which I'm not going to play with them.
Problem solved, sir.
I mean, I'm going to play with them, but I'm...
Yeah, but you're built for this. I'm not.
Yeah, ultimate long range ship, so go home. Although my aiming has been pretty atrocious.
Yeah, promised it. I mean, I understand what Choice did here. He basically went for the approach of, like, you know, trying to get into the Yamato without the risk of being spotted by the enemy DD. But it gives the Halland here a little bit of too much wiggle room. And he got the cap. Oh, we already lost the cruiser. Oh no, Des Moines. What happened? Oh, okay, this happened. Don't do this in a Des Moines. If you want to cuddle here, you will just have to take the position. And we lost the second ship. Not a good start.
I don't know. I don't like this flank.
Well, but we're the only ships holding this flank, and the other flank is still collapsing. So.
Well, there's still the Kurfürst.
You want to leave the Kurfürst alone here? Against two battleships?
I know we can't.
No.
It's just a little bit annoying for me right now because the enemy, obviously, they know how to play this game, so they're angling. And if you know a Slava against angled battleships at range, might as well just save your ammunition.
I mean, you can reposition, but we still have to stick around here for that corner.
And the Vermont is just going to smack me for more damage.
Mr. Conway, can you take a look at this? Whatever this is.
What the hell is that? Ah. Okay. It's the speaker overlay we had for Discord.
Ah.
Interesting.
So this is a bit of a slow game so far. There we go.
I wish that Yamato would come around there now. But spotted. God damn it. That's the perfect angle at him, for him, but I can't see him.
Oh, you can do it. You can do it, Joyce. I believe in you. Good job.
No, I don't get to spank the Yamato.
Okay, I have 3 ships aiming at me. It's not healthy. Just in case he comes back from this angle.
Yeah, Choice needs to get that cap so that we can put the pressure on them. That'll help.
Yeah, but the Halland is out spotting him, so that's the problematic part. And we're losing the other flank, so that's not great. I hope we can get that Grozovoy. Okay, but I should be able to now apply some pressure on the Vermont. Is he still reversing?
He's still reversing, yeah. But he's reversing at a good angle, so I can't really touch him much. Oh god. I need to run away from here. The Yamato has pushed forward and now he has my angle.
This doesn't look very promising so far.
Hmm?
Doesn't look very promising so far.
Not at all,
Enemy
no.
team is like good control here. Got to hand it to them.
Yeah, good positioning. I did smack the Yamato a little bit, but not enough. I'm gonna have to make a turn here.
Okay.
At least I won't eat any Halland Torps. Oh, I'm undetected for a second. That'll help. Get the turn started.
I might actually move around to annoy the Yamato.
We're losing B cap as well. Like, we really need to do something. I've got 4 people. I think my broadside is going to get eaten now. There comes the volley of death. Can I get my ship around for quick enough?
Oof.
Ooh. Lucky. Lucky, 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 lucky. Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh, there's the Grozovoy, the Grozovoy. Can we get the
Yeah,
Grozovoy?
I'm trying to relocate a little bit to be able to help in the middle there.
He's going to slow down to get the cap.
Yes, but
My shots are not going to be fast enough, unfortunately.
gonna be able to smack him.
Decap him in time.
No decap, but I should at least hurt him.
Nice
Yes. Is he dead to the Hakuru here?
Okay.
Okay, I should have the Grozovoy dead.
Okay, I'll have to make this evil turn here. Good.
He's
That's
dead.
good. I'll try to keep the Yamato at bay here.
Look, there's a Kremlin pushing up here as well. I'm gonna have to deal with the other flank because we've lost the other flank as
Yeah.
well.
The Hindi's coming around this flank as well. Just drop torpedoes here. Yeah, I mean,
With this game, I think is.
gotta be tricky to turn
I
this
think
one
we
around.
will lose it. Also, there's a Roosevelt coming to eat me now.
Tricky. Oh, nice torpedoes here from Choice.
Oh, nice fighter
Should be
support
2 at
there
least.
from our CV.
Okay, just damage controlled. We'll try to set a fire on him.
I'm gonna eat every single one of these torpedoes.
Sorry, Choice, I can't help you right now.
Are you also sorry you can't help me?
Not as much as Choice.
Wow. I'm undetected here, actually. But we need points. I'm gonna go and try and hide a little bit until I can get a heal in.
I
Maybe I
didn't
can
do
survive
anything in
for a
this
little
match,
bit longer.
unfortunately.
But choice, you have to kind of go for B choice. It's the only chance we have here.
Tricky match. Still a full HP Thunderer here. hurt. Vermont does hurt a lot.
Okay, I got a heal in at least. But Thunderous doing the long range thing with HE, not too much I can do there. Overall, poorly this game is going. Slightly poorly.
Challenging, I would say. Challenging.
Poorly. I blame Choice. He's the DD. He should be capping.
That must be the issue, yes.
Okay, Kremlin seems to be on his Kuznetsov.
Good. I mean, if we can at least get some kills, we can extend this game a little bit.
This is a clear sign of how bad it's going when Crusader stops talking about winning this game and extending it.
Yes, it's challenging. Oh, no, Vermont, don't do it. I'm too young to get blapped.
Kremlin should be dead here.
I might be able to convert the Yamato. This is now here as well. Not good. Oh, can you get the Halland?
I missed him, unfortunately. I'm trying.
Well, the enemy team played this very well.
Got the Halland.
Nice, good job. That gives us more time.
But the problem is, we all kind of retreated back behind our spawn. And I'm a Slava. There's nothing I have no pushing power. Nothing. There's nothing I can do about it.
So I'm dead here.
This is kind of my ideal engagement range, but I
I'm
need
going
someone
down.
in front of me.
I tried my best
Yes,
on
yes,
this
you did.
flank. Just gotta hand it to the enemy team. They just played this very, very, very well. Any chance to store shop with t-shirts to go back? So, Catchable, we actually do have a store with t-shirts, for example, online, but it's Teespring. If you're watching here on Twitch, which you are, you can just scroll down, and beneath the video player, you will find some links, and one that also includes Teespring. So you can take a look at the t-shirts there. Well, you know, our division tried. We just have to hand it to the enemy team. They definitely got the caps and managed to win, unfortunately for us. But the great thing is, with the way you snowflakes are working, is because we got more than 300 XP, we got the snowflake off the ship.
Yes.
Do you have any idea at what tier the next clan battle season will be and which date it is starting? So, Tinko, the answer is yes and yes. The problem is I cannot tell you. I would really like to tell you. But I can't tell you right now. But as soon as we're able to talk about this, we'll talk about it.
Theoretically, you could.
Theoretically, I could, but
Realistically, what's the worst that can happen?
yes, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? No, but we'll probably let you know soon. Call me Doshi. We're not supposed to tell people that it's going to be a double CV season.
Make it tier 2. As much as I love the chaos of low tier, sometimes I don't think it would be a very, very fun season on tier 2. Just that you don't have a lot of tools available on tier 2. Even though you might see Mikazas.
Yes.
Just for the fun of it.
What games do you play other than World of Warships? That's an excellent question. Happy to answer that as well. Recently, over the holidays, I have been playing some Borderlands 3. I hadn't completed it yet. And apart from that, Chrysanthus and me, we play a lot of strategy games. We play Stellaris, some Hearts of Iron on occasion, and Civilization. That's the kind of, like we're old now. We need games that kind of happen at our pace.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, this sounds like old men talking, but I'm not that much into like FPS anymore. And I rather take my time and play games where I need to use this instead of my reactions.
That's why it also takes him about 5 minutes to push the ready button.
Well, because I need to pick a commander for my ship, and that's just what I'm doing. So because you guys are playing with double battleship, and somebody has to take the carrying role and take the DD. But he can push the battle button.
Ramses says, "Old men, oh my god, you don't want to know my age." Look, it's relative, right? But I think after 2020, everybody feels a little bit more old than they did before.
You're young compared to me. Well, look, I think after reaching 30, we're all in the same pot.
Yeah, we are kind of, and we also should probably like it's the time where you should kind of go and play something a bit more, like cerebral and slow. I'm probably twice your age, absolutely. That's
Absolutely.
That's probably true.
So I see some comments on the YouTube chat about World of Warships Legends. So the reason why we're not talking about World of Warships Legends on this channel is because this is the channel both on YouTube and on Twitch for World of Warships PC. Yes. If you want to get answers and information about World of Warships Legends, I recommend you to go and check out the World of Warships Legends YouTube and Twitch channel. They always do streams, for example, for each of the updates. So go there, or otherwise, if you want to get there and I can answer earlier than that, I can highly recommend you to go and check out their Discord server.
And look, it's also not that we don't talk about Legends because we don't want to. It's also because we just don't know.
Yes.
Like both Chris and myself are complete hardcore PC players. I don't even own a console, so I know it's World of Warships on console. I can't help you.
Oh, and Levy's on our team. Well, Levy, it has been a while since we played together, so no pressure, but you have to do your very best.
Nice. Anyone else that we recognize?
Oh, Mick Tanker says, are we the same pot? Lol, I'm 34 and no gray hairs yet. Congratulations. I think with me it's starting to happen. Gray hairs are coming.
Where would you like us, Chris?
Well, you should probably rather come here, here-ish, and then you just hit whatever is in B yours.
Sure. On my way. By the way, could you please do me a favor, Chris? No, you can't right now. I just need the aircon to be off. I'm getting really cold. I didn't bring a hoodie today, so I have nothing to do.
Rookie mistake.
Doc Strain says, "Oh, the pictures of our twins also use social distance." Oh yes, because this is the wrong scene. Yeah, it's this one. Look, there we go. So we can move a little bit closer at least.
Well, then I can't push the
digitally.
Button. Whenever I push the button, it will still be this.
Okay, I can change the button. Axel says, "Can you still get that Republic camo with doubloons, or was it only for that event?" It was only for the event, but as with many things in our game, there is a good chance it will make a return at some point in the future. Okay, we have enemy Holland. We'll see.
So far, at least, I'm trading better with the gearing.
In the sense of he hasn't hit you a single time yet. That's hilarious. This is like a really bad trade deal. If he's done 0 damage.
Well, I mean, it's accurate, technically, as you like to say.
he lost half his health, he lost nothing. Smallland, Holland?
Holland will eat him.
Oh, no.
Don't eat the torps, though. Holland,
so many
don't.
torps.
Oh, God. Mandrake Ghost, you just had to... sometimes.
All you had to do was not get torpedoed. You had one job.
Okay, so I have to go and pick him up, huh? Well, he knows I'm still here. The question is, what is he going to do about it?
Or that Conqueror's turning broadside choice.
Did the Petra already use radar?
Our choice is behind the island. You can't do anything.
Petra should be able to radar. I would just like to get like that additional information. Ah, he left the... Okay, he left the camp. Okay. I can work with that. Okay, then I'll just rotate back because there's a Holland here that we need to take care of. Now the radar is too late. The radar was important. Oh, hello, Des Moines. Definitely do not. We get a torpedo hit on... Oh, we get a torpedo hit on... Was that not the Conqueror? That was the DD? Interesting, cool. So that was a very important hit here. 10k into a DD. Which means he'll probably torpedo you.
Oh god,
this is
that's a lot of fire incoming here. I am gonna have to disengage. Oh no, 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 no. Oh. I have to disengage here.
It's the shimmer. Okay. The problem is the gearing is quite sluggish, so dodging torpedoes is not the easiest task.
Have we got all 3 caps again?
Yeah, but we traded 2 DDs for that, which is not a great trade. And here we go. Oh, that's what I talked about. No, 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 no. Okay, okay. All good, easy. Oh, I'll take it back. Do you need a smoke here? No, I should have probably smoked. Smoked our Petropavlovsk. That was my mistake. Could have done a better job here. Okay, watch out, torpedoes are spotted. Conway.
Yeah,
So he might try to enter the cap from this angle.
I'm very, very far away.
Will you be able to use a coupon for the Alaska when she's in the Armory? Well, as long as that ship is available for a resource, like, for example, let's say coal, then the fitting coupon would be able to be used for that, yeah. So it really depends. Like you will always see it whether the coupon is, displayed for that specific ship. But it's usually bound to the category. So if the ship is, for example, in the ships category, you can just use it there. Okay, we get 2 sets. Oh, hello, Holland. He did not expect this. Can heal, but I should be able to outtrade him.
Oh, I got a few overpins on him as well.
Nice.
Shimmer is joining in as well.
Okay. Turret.
Oh, that was too short.
Fire alarm. Problem solved, sir.
Oh, might still hit the shimmer there a little bit. Or not.
That was unnecessary.
Critical engine damage.
Oh, he's still spotted.
Nice, good job. Cool. Okay, that looks pretty. That looks pretty good.
Solves our DD issue.
Yes. Okay, he's saturated
Now
this
just have
area.
to
This
survive the
okay.
ungodly amount of spam.
Thought it would slow down. Like smoke is such a huge, like torpedo
spotted.
magnet that you should always be careful about how you sit in smoke if you want to farm. I still have to deal with these 2 DDs, so I'm going to just move around here to the other side of B and see whether we can counter them. Because they kind of need the caps, they know this. And they do have double gearing, and they're even in a division. So this is now the problematic part for me. Oh, Conqueror, Conqueror. What are you going to
I have to
do?
trade with a Conqueror and a Yamato, which is not really a prospect I'm relishing right now. We'll see.
Well, the Yamato should be a decent player, so just keep that in mind.
Question is, can I disengage here? Will I go dark? I should go dark. So we have no more DDs here. I have gone dark.
I
Nice.
am located now. We didn't really see any torpedoes yet. Levy, if you can just stick around this area to help me with those DDs, that would be very helpful. Yes, exactly. This is what I thought. I don't have a book available, and I lost half of my HP already, so... We know that one of the gearings we traded with quite well, so we should be roughly on the same health, but there are two of them.
We also have full health Kurfürst now actually coming to push over here.
Good.
I'm
I mean,
gonna try-
ours or theirs? Oh,
No, theirs. I am in a really sticky
we
situation
don't- we
here.
don't really have a
know.
radar
I don't really have
here.
a way out here, Chris.
it's not what I want to hear. The problem is I cannot really deal with two gearings at the same time. Oh, we get a torpedo hit, I think, on the Conqueror. Oh, no. Okay, these torpedoes are dodged for now. It's the rest of them.
Come on!
Okay, they left the cap again, so at least we discouraged them from
I'm
the
dead.
cap. No, Conway, this is not what we want to hear.
Look, I did what I could. 2.2 million potential is not bad in the Republic, but
Get another torpedo hit.
that's it. I'm out of potentials. Live on Evil is asking, is there anything being revealed later in the stream? New ships, new patch info? No, there is not. Unfortunately, today is a pure gameplay stream. Well, not I fear. I'm actually quite happy about it, but yes. Sneaky Pete says, if you guys sit close to the guy who came up with the Smolensk, I'll buy you each a beer to fart in his office. And it's a fantastic suggestion, but no, we are not close to his office. And farting in other people's offices is also frowned upon generally.
So, Thunderer, are you turning? I think you are.
Why would you remove the only steel DD and not replace it with a new DD? I'm sure we'll have some new DDs for steel in the future. Right now, we're replacing it with another American ship, so we have one there. But I'm sure we'll have steel DDs in the future as well. I can't believe we've lost this.
I hope we're not going to lose this, but it looks quite grim at the moment.
It looks rather poor. Thunder will probably eat some of the torps though. No, he's turning out.
No, he's going to dodge these. Unless he turns back in.
Yeah, der Schlageroper, he was very lucky. Because I should have been citadeling him, but he was lucky.
I would love for somebody to touch that Minotaur.
I think you're only getting one on the Thunderer, if that.
Well, if that's-
No, he's dodging. No, one on
And it's a flooding, nice, because you repaired the fire, so that's at least something. It's not old flooding, but it's at least something. Oh man, that Kurfürst pushing here, and I hope the set isn't... Is the set spotted? Oh, come on. Come on, guys.
I
Get
don't know why the Z is spotted. He's not in spotting range, he must have been firing.
Okay, by now... Okay, you're going
I guess he was decapping the minnow. Can you shoot the minnow to decap?
No, he's out of my range. I've been highlighting him to be decapped, but right now I can't really do much.
Oh, and there's a volley coming. I missed it.
Too bad. Oh, is the Yamato pushing in here? Interesting, okay. Oh, Levy. Nice try, though. Nice try. Now, the problem is that I'm all alone here. I'm all alone. Oh, the torpedoes on the Thunderer look pretty good, though. Like, because I expected him to speed up once he repaired his flooding. So hopefully that will be the case. And I launch these torpedoes if the Yamato is turning into
Oh,
angle
he's
gear.
turning out again. Why is he turning out? Can't possibly see them yet.
Unless he's watching the stream, I don't know otherwise.
Oh.
It's a tricky match. I mean, we discourage the gearings from capping. Like this cap I've held for the entire match, but spotted.
What up? Enjoy that little snack.
Critical engine damage.
Come on.
No, is it the one torpedo?
No, it's not just one, but it's the one that will take me out.
Yeah, but it's a widespread, you know, like it was. Okay, it happened.
Well, I mean, we did what we could. We dealt 100k damage, so it's not like we didn't really do much. And we got the cap and we fended off the enemy ships, but can't do it all alone. No, you're not alone. We're rooting for you. Well, make Tango. I think. Thank you very much for that. But Conway, if you want me to, when I push this button, to not always go back to this, you will have to fix it over here.
Will I?
And Paul in France, when will the next Clan War season take place and on which tier? Cannot talk about it right now, but hopefully can talk about it in the foreseeable future.
Yes.
The widespread of Destiny. Yeah, I mean, I initially didn't see that the last shell took out my rudder or my engine. I didn't pay attention. So the gearing is quite sluggish. The gearing, as you can see, like we traded really well with the enemy gearing. We even took out the Halland, right? Gearing is a great all-rounder still, but at the end of the day, it can only do so much. Right?
Yes.
And we actually got a good game out of this. We get 1.5k base XP on the losing side, but enemy, wow, that gearing did a really good job.
PowerPit1227 says, Happy New Year and for a brighter 2021. Aim into that.
Yeah,
Are there already
fingers crossed.
infos how the hybrids testing is proceeding and if they do proper? We don't have any update to share about hybrids. You'll see. There's nothing we can say about it right now. And there was another question from Ali18. Will there be a European dasher and Italian dasher added to the game? And I think we can say yes.
Maybe.
Well, I'm not telling you when, but yes.
Will there ever be a Norwegian ship? I mean, there's a chance for this. I honestly don't know which Norwegian ship would be a good pick for the game because I'm not that great with history and ships in that sense. But, there is a chance for this, but I wouldn't expect it in the foreseeable future.
Quickseek's asking, when are Wargaming staff getting vaccinated with the Sputnik antivirus? Look, we're in Prague. We don't have any Sputnik antivirus.
Yeah. So Mare Bear the Care Bear says, you can't outright say anything, yes, but could you tease something? I mean, we teased there's going to be a how it works. Not how it works. Waterline video, sorry.
Yes.
Waterline video with the things that you can expect in the next half year. So while I would love to tease a lot of things, that video is kind of already ready and I cannot tease too much, except for that it, for example, contains the topic of clan battles. It contains the topic of the next tech tree branch that will be released after the Italian battleships. So this is the kind of teaser I can give you. More, I'm not allowed to tell you right now, but there's some really cool information in there. And Killabin, yeah, it was a good battle. I'm sorry for burning you to crisp, but I had some fun in ranked battles. I rather hunt people with AP. I have to say that I just have to share this. I had such a great ranked battle yesterday in my Petropavlovsk where I flipped it around, and this is something that I love about, in particular, the competitive modes that we have in the game, where you're so pumped, full of adrenaline when you manage to actually, be the deciding factor in a match. Always great. That's what I love about ranked in general.
Yes. Lots of people ask about the Captain rework. So the Captain rework is still scheduled to come out with 0.10.0, which will be coming out in...
Well, at some point in January.
Huh?
At some point in January.
Soon. Next few weeks. It's not that hard to figure out, guys. But yes, soon, TM. Chrysanthos.
Oh, Ingoda, you participated in this game. I remember. It was a cool game, right? It was a cool game. It was weird, but fun. What are you playing? Oh, you're playing. Oh, Midway Moskva.
Leviathan says, Chrysanthus, Mr. Comrade, please play FDR CV to show us how balanced is the CV in World of Warships. Unfortunately, we don't have FDR because we have to purchase with steel, and I don't have enough steel.
Look, in terms of steel, I'm currently sitting at. Let me check. So
You know
terms
this
of
could
steel-
backfire if you have enough to buy it.
I don't. I know I don't because I
Okay, that's true.
because I bought the Plymouth with steel with the last coupon, and now I'm sitting at 14K, so I'm still quite far away. And the ships that are missing are Shikishima and FDR.
I'm at 18 actually. Can I get enough for summers somehow?
Yes, you should.
I think with Heesen compensation, maybe I can make it.
Yes, you should. So let me take my Halsey commander over here, and then we can just.
Yeah, Akundila, we don't have any information about Heesen, Isa, and Tona right now. They'll be ready when they're ready. Unfortunately, nothing much I can say about it right now.
JRT Max is saying, please tell us German BB secondaries aren't going to be worse. Look, I cannot make that promise. From what I've seen so far and what I've tested myself, for example, on PT, they will be less accurate. If you go for a secondary build, but they will have more range and you will be able to hit more targets because if you select the target, it won't only focus on that target, but you can also fire at others. So there's a bit of a trade-off. How that will work out in specific numbers, I don't know yet. And we will have to see this once it's live. And then, our goal is not to make battleship secondaries worse. And they will function slightly differently. And if we need to make additional changes, we will make them.
Yeah,
but the idea is kind of the kind of trade-off of, giving a little bit of additional range, giving more targets to be able to hit, which kind of makes sense, right? If you have a battleship, and there's something that I would have liked to see already beforehand, right? If you focus one target and all of your secondaries are firing to the left, and there's something to the right, but they're simply not firing, you feel like, come on, game, you can do this.
But it's important to note that we've made adjustments for some ships already. So like Atlanta, that gets an inbuilt range buff, and there's no reason we can't do something similar for other ships that need love, right? If we see that afterwards German battleships across the board do a lot less damage, there's nothing to stop us from just going and playing with the base stats of those battleships to compensate. We'll see. It depends a lot on how the initial kind of results go when it comes live. And the problem is with something as complex as the captain skill rework, we can't fully test it in a test environment because people don't play the same amount of battles, they don't play the same tactics and strategy. So once we get it out onto the live server, we'll be able to see where tweaks need to be made.
Exactly. Mr. Atanosov says, it's the most wonderful of the year. We can blame Mr. Conway, we can sink Chrysanthus and watch Flamber's 24-hour stream. Sounds like a good start into this year.
Where are we going? What are we doing there?
Well, we are supporting A. And there was a question here from Lee Benson on YouTube. He says, will Wisconsin ever come to World of Warships? Potentially. And then there was the question from Vayu, and there's a good question from Mr. Conway, actually. When is King of the Sea, and will we get the King of the Sea containers?
So yes, when the next King of the Sea happens, you will again get King of the Sea containers. That's the whole point of these King of the Sea containers. As to when the next King of the Sea is, it depends a little bit, but I would hazard a guess that you can expect it in around April.
Oh, there's a
But
Pro?
I have to perfectly be honest. Planning hasn't started yet, but that's kind of when I see a good window in our regular event and tournament and clan battles schedule.
He stopped there.
The radar here wants to see if Shimmer's sneaking past anywhere, but it doesn't look like it right now. Oh, god damn it. I've really been
Island was in the way.
quite brutalized already, Chris.
Okay, just fall back.
Yeah, I am.
You have the armor, you just need to be a bit careful. Do we have Thunderer? Yeah, you probably have to angle away a bit. The Shimmer should be able to cap, hopefully. Oh, is that
If he doesn't get... No, he's capped.
Is the minnow still sitting here? Oh, what is that? Oh, we'll give it a shot.
just have to avoid getting further touched by.
Sometimes you
Yamato.
have to risk the blind fire if a target looks stationary. Only one overpen. What was that? Smolensk, okay. Oh, Shimmer, that was risky and he got really farmed down. Oof, oof, Shimmer, don't die. We need you. We need you. Good job here by the midway. Spotting the crucial target. But it means for us that this flank, we kind of have to play very, very passively. Just to be able to counter
muscle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no way in hell I'm going to hit the muscle at this range, but I'm going to try anyway.
Sometimes you just gotta try.
Wow. I overestimated the speed.
Oh, wow, I got 4 hits.
And we're losing the cap. Rapsky.
Yeah, sometimes when it comes to capping early on, capping immediately can be a bit of a disadvantage. If, for example, the enemy team has, radar, Smolensk sitting here, that you might suddenly be at a bit of a disadvantage because you have to be aggressive. The CV might spot you, then radar, and you struggle to get away.
I guess we're just going to kite now, right?
Yeah, we have to.
Running.
We have to.
At least we've taken C. I guess let's make sure we get an angle where we can support B.
Mm-hmm.
Is our Kremlin doing anything? It looks like our Kremlin's pushing in there, but I'm a bit worried with the Shimmer being so close.
Oh, there's the muscle.
Muscle. Oh, this time he's close.
Too bad. He doesn't have the range upgrade. Interesting. Okay. There's the small.
Problem solved, sir.
Took out Smolly's steering. He repaired. He's slowing down for smoke, I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can only fall back so much.
Ah!
He's struggling to hit me. Am I struggling to hit him? Nope.
Very nice.
Double citadel.
Very.
Oh, that wasn't a devastating strike. Too bad.
Maybe loop into this Petra here? Possibly. Let's see. No idea if this is going to work.
Could use some help with the muscle.
I'll try, but he's quite far away from me. Is it 17 kilometers? I mean, look, I'll give you a volley, but
Yeah, I know.
I would manage expectations in terms of its effectiveness. I almost hit him.
Oh, okay. So far, doing a pretty good job here. Oh, no. The Shimmer is... This is gonna be really problematic. Shimmer just put like a real nice carpet here. So that means it's gonna be tricky.
We're hull below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
Oh,
Hey,
can I get the
19
hit?
kilometers.
Oh, come on. He must have like 50 HP. Or 100.
That Shimmer is awfully slow over there right now. I think his engine's out. I think he doesn't have last stand.
He's 15 kilometers out. Shots are out.
Looks like he repaired. I'm gonna radar him.
Please don't set me on fire. Thank you. Well, that muscle was really low. Just FYI.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
50 HP. That's a good guess. Yeah, keep turning. Did set me on fire, and we have that Shimmer here. Nice, we
got a
got
knife.
him. Oh, Shimmer's not slowing down.
Oh, I think he just killed himself.
Can you do it? Choice? Can you do it? Ah,
Oh, twice.
perfect.
Okay, I was gonna have him otherwise.
Our team is taking the lead.
So yeah, despite us having like a rough start here on this flank, we managed to kill the DDs off. Thanks to Joyce doing the spotting, the muzzle was a bit too aggressive, and now, you know, we made it at least costly for them to push this far up, and we got the other caps, so I'm quite happy about that aspect. So the Montana must be spotting me here. Yes, there we go. Shots are out. Might actually turn back in. I mean, we have a cyclone here, right? And we don't have to worry about a DD anymore. In rank, do you that balanced? Zwarten. Okay, so Zwarten, your question is in ranked, do you like? Is it balanced in terms of the teams? Well, the balancing is coming from people playing in the same league, and they had to get there, right? So that's kind of the skill it took them to get in there. Sometimes you will have a better team, sometimes you will have a worse team, but overall, for example, right now, I think in the Gold League where I'm playing at, the teams were actually not that bad in that sense, right? But it's players have a different experience or level of experience. They have a different understanding of how to win a battle. Overall, I would always say, communicate. Even if you disagree about the strategy you want to take, just communicate.
What do we do?
Have some kind of idea. We'll push in here and.
Are we going in to brawl them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we're gonna win this anyway, right? So we just delay them.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but overall, we have we can now push in. It's a Thunder and a Montana, and the other battleships. What is it? The Conqueror is pushing into B, so we can at least try to get the angle on these guys and keep the other guys from pushing up
CV to deal with,
into our Kurfürst. Is it planned that you can go down in the leagues? No. I mean, it's about getting into the next higher league. This is going to hurt me a lot, but I hope it's going to hurt him more. 20,000.
I'm gonna radar him and support you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was very disappointing for a flat broadside Thunder at this range.
He whiffed. Now, is he going to be greedy or is he going for the ram? I don't want to go for the ram here, but I might have to. Oh, he's not going for the ram. He's slowing down.
Our victory is in sight. The ship is on fire.
It wasn't great, but I thought he would be going for the ram. But if I have to pick a ram, I'll ram that full HP battleship in front of me.
Our victory is in sight.
If he doesn't get me.
Okay, we've got everything over here cleared up. Black Eye says, doesn't that mean that we can all fail up to gold? Well,
No, it was so close.
no Chrysanthos!
I thought I could get it off.
Just school him now.
No, I won't be able to. Not in time. I think unless he shows full broadside. Thought I might maybe get through the butt here. Tight. Yeah, that was really, really close. And I think I can get the heal off before his secondaries can take me down. Oof, that Kurfürst did a lot of damage to him. Come on, turn further. He's not giving me the broadside. So we're just going to go for this salvo here.
Karamba says, so you're just playing randoms tonight? Any interesting news I've missed so far? No, you have not, and no, you will not. Just our company. Like we can't have news every week. It's just impossible.
So, Just wanted to say,
Hey.
even though this was a rough start into the match, we
Yes,
still managed to.
Chrysanthus, can you switch
Oh, yeah,
off the
yeah.
aircon? I'm slowly dying here, guys, because the aircon vent exhaust is behind me here, and it really like it blows right up my crack.
Ta-da! And I'm back. Saving Conway in game and out of game. Yeah, so good job. That was not easy, but we managed to do it. Thank you very much, Choice, for getting rid of that shimmer. Good job.
So I was saying, Mr. Chrysanthus, can you show us the Plymouth, please? And
Sure.
did Chrysanthus watch The Longest Day?
Not yet. I actually still have. So this is from the Christmas stream, and I have it written down here. It says The Longest Day. I didn't get to watch it yet, but it is on my watch list now. I just have to find it where I can actually watch it. And I wanted to watch it with Mr. Conway.
Yes, and Happy New Year to you too, Trust anyone?
I saw a question here about from Abanis, who says, will ships skins from previous events, for example, Apache, be obtainable again by normal means, or is it going to be premium shop from now on only like the Yamato? Abanis, that depends on what kind of like agreement we reach with the partners that we work with for these collaborations. And it's usually kind of like a split, but it really depends on the kind of collaboration that we're running. So I cannot really make a statement about how they will be obtainable. I'm sure there will be, at some point, hopefully a new one where you get access to things that you might have missed out in the past on. But I cannot make any promises. That depends on, the partner and our departments to find an agreement and get this done.
Yes. Gusto Purple says, you really need to encourage people to stop this focusing on other players' win rate, etc. It's a game and a fun one for everyone, right? I completely agree. And look, I personally haven't looked at my win rate in, I don't know. I think in the beginning I looked at stats on occasion as well, but I think I agree with you. Like, the game is supposed to be fun. As long as you're having fun, everything's fine. Just don't ruin other people's fun while you're having your fun.
Yes.
But it's hard to like stop other people from doing it without like obviously some people want to be able to see their statistics and other players' stats, and this is something that we can't really block. If what I can recommend to you is, if you don't want that, switch your profile to private, and then nobody will see yours anymore.
Let me. Okay, so because I'm usually the tryhard in this setup here. So let me put it this way. We all play this game for different reasons. Fun is one of them. Some people focus more on being good at the game. Other people just want to have some fun, sail around in their ship. Overall, win rate and, for example, the basic XP score that you get per game is a pretty good indicator of how good you are in the game, at least over a longer period of time. Like 10 battles is not really representative. Even 100 battles is not very representative. If you have a few thousand battles under your belt, this is where it gets a bit more representative of how decent you are as a player overall, because the only factor that is kind of stable in this game is you in your matches. It's always you. So I think it's a good goal, even if you play for fun, to still aim to achieve a higher win rate. Just to be a good part of your team and to fight for the objectives. Even if you have fun, try to win. And if you focus on winning and learning how to be better at the game, I truly believe that you will also have more fun, because it's going to be more enjoyable to you, because you stay longer in the battle, you get more rewards, you get to be the person that helps your team. And that is despite, we all play for different reasons. But overall, while, yes, you should not only focus on this, it should be part of your gameplay experience to try to become better, just as with anything else in life, to just become better, right? Can we have an option to show stats to only friends and clanmates? Aria, that is not possible right now. I'm not sure whether it's possible in the future. We can pass it along and see whether this would be a function that we could allow. At least right now, technically, it's not possible.
Yeah. Alakim is asking, how could I get access to collections that do not have containers in the Armory? Right now, you cannot. Some of the collections, in general, collections need to kind of be activated by getting the first item, which you usually get from container. So you'll have to wait until that opportunity comes around again. But if there's no event that's currently running for said collection or container, or they're not available in the Armory, you can't unlock them. You'll have to just wait until that's the case. Choice, you're not ready.
Seed Jotun says, win rate is not defining stat that says how good you are. You know this. Seed Jotun, I disagree. You can have a good basic XP score, which is a good indicator because it takes in a lot of different aspects of your play for each objectives, dealing damage, and spotting, and so on. But at the end of the day, this game is about winning. At least for me, that's my personal opinion. I want to win this battle.
You're not wrong, I think.
And if you, over a certain amount of battles, let's say, for example, me, I have like 12,000, 13,000 battles, I have a win rate of 67 something percent. That should tell you that I'm a pretty good player because I win a lot of battles. And the only reason why I win a lot of battles is because I know the game very well. And I've put in the effort to learn the mechanics, to have the experience how to deal with the situations and to turn it around for my team wherever possible, or to do my part to win this battle. Now, if you have a really high damage score or a really high base XP score, but you have a really shitty win rate, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a good player just because one of these factors is high. Statistics, my personal take on this, so please don't be offended if you disagree with it, but it's in the context of your entire set of stats that will give you a good idea of who you are as a player. You might be very good in cruisers, you might be bad in DDs, you might be good in battleships, you might be bad in CVs, right? It depends always, but it needs to be a mix. Good win rate, good base XP, damage also obviously plays its role, but it's a matter of the combination of all of these stats. If you take a look at, for example, the pro players that play this game, that play in competitive scenes, they obviously have like really good stats in terms of like win rate, damage, and so on. They play in divisions. They do their very best to win.
You can no longer play battleships ever.
Why?
Because apparently, Choice looked up your stats, and you have exactly 100,000 average damage in battleships. So I think you just have to stop playing them forever now, because that's
Okay.
just perfect. Somebody's asking, any chance that it will be possible to obtain Warhammer ships again sometime? Yes, most likely. Probably not that far off the future, but yes. What else? Somebody's asking, will the Kobe Yamato go on sale again? This is something I don't know. I believe, I'm not sure but I believe the Yamato may have been a limited time run, at least the one that's in collaboration with us. Maybe there will be one without our branding on it. I'm not sure. For this, I would just literally go and send Kobe an email and ask. It's possible, but it's their decision, not ours.
Choice, I cannot push him too hard.
Oh, is that 2 Ohios that I'm just sending my broadside to? Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Turn faster! Turn! I'm already in the turn, but oh, God. Chris,
You made a boo-boo?
Please don't let me get deleted here.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is... This is just
I turned in time.
Too pretty to not...
Perfect dodge.
To not go for it.
All good. Nothing to be concerned about. I've only set 2 fires so far.
Smoke screen set.
I mean, with 1 volley, but...
Just checking here with the radar. So the Plymouth has a really, really decent consumer with 9.2 kilometers. This is what I'm trying to, use here. It's a very risky move that I have, but right now I don't really see the Petra being close by, so I don't have to worry about the radar. I'm using my smoke here to be able to farm a bit. Choice is going to block the cap. I'm pretty sure the DD is going to be up here or behind the island. So just trying to use our available tools to get the most out of this.
Oh, this is, by the way, how the Großer Ohio is made.
Here's a question. In rank, do you fall out of gold next week if you don't reach rank 1 this week? No, you should stay in the same league. Be higher here.
Ow.
Already
Rude.
dealt like 25k damage. That's nice. Ah, he's turning in. That's the problem. So you don't have like the same fire rate as a Minotaur, but you still have a lot of guns that can deal quite a bit of damage. You have these quadruple turrets. Okay, smoke is going to run out soon. Okay, that's one. Oh. I was spotted here. Interesting. Ah, so it's coming from B? I guess. Okay, interesting. So the Somers is here. Oh no, the Somers got our Maso. How did the Maso get caught here? I guess with the minnow. We have a shimmer here, and that must be another shimmer here. There we go.
Oh, shimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! I would have liked to see it for more second. Can you, Choice, can you open him somehow? I guess not.
Yes, I guess also nope. Just you're living a very dangerous life in the Plymouth here. I'm still spotted, so it must be the Somers spotting me from this area. I guess Choice's Hydro ran out. Ah, now he's using Hydro. Okay, we'll be ready, and then we'll position ourselves here to farm these ships when they try to push in.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn out. I'm too worried about Sommer's torpedoes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will then be probably in between you and just try to Hydro it. There's a good chance there's a huge set of torpedoes coming in for...
Oh, that was a nice... Somebody really touched that Ohio. I guess it was the Shigishima. But that was a significant hit.
I think my guess would be here. Okay, we're going to play the risky game here. Oh, nice. Can we get... Oh, that looks good. Get the shimmer, get the shimmer, get the shimmer.
I can't right now, sorry. Choice has got him, I think.
Yeah, but you know, the sooner he gets him, like I don't want the shimmer to get away with like 100 HP. And Choice, good job. Good job. Okay, let's use Hydro. Oh, in the perfect moment.
Found the torpedoes. Nice.
Yes. Okay. Now the question is, where are these guys going? The Minnow's gonna be here, the Hindi's gonna be here. Okay, so we will smoke up
the
here.
Torpedoes dodged. Good Hydro there, by the way.
Actually, we should focus this Ohio down first. Oh no, how is he not spotted? I really hope this is not a radar minnow, by the way. Oh, let's not slip out of the smoke. Let's not
Oh,
slip
by the
out.
way, he repaired.
Okay, the minnow's gone. Oh, kill soon TM smoke torpedo.
Nice permafire on the Ohio. Wait a minute. That looks to me like he doesn't have fire prevention.
Fire prevention? No, he has no fire prevention because the fire is not central.
I have really bad news for him then. Because I'm a conqueror. And I will conquer his heart.
Let me check if the Somers is around. No.
Nice.
Okay,
Next
these
Ohio.
torpedoes, yep. These torpedoes look pretty good. We should get 3 hits.
Nice. Which means I'm sure he's going to damage Corbin.
Yep, nice.
Ooh, Sommers.
Yes. Oh, I raided him. Okay, interesting. So Choice, I'll try to help you. Yeah, Plymouth, I like the ship. If you like, for example, Minotaur gameplay, this ship will also suit you. But it's always, you know, you always live that risky cruiser life. There's also a Hindenburg around here. Marceau or Georgia? Well, there's two very different ships to our
Look, we have Cyclone. We're down a cap. But we're up points. I guess we're fine, right?
Well, I'm pushing up to help Choice.
Yeah, me too.
So wait, that Kurfürst is just going to keep going on this course, I guess. So let's just drop some fun torpedoes. So Georgia or Maso? Well, Maso is like, oh, okay, we're spotted. So
Someone's asking, by the way, what's the range on the Plymouth's radar?
9 kilometers. You have 9.2 kilometers of detectability range. And so right now, because I'm spotted, if I knew that, hey, I'm spotted and I have the radar ready, you can pretty much guarantee that you will spot him. And now,
Yes.
if you hit him, if I manage to hit him, you will see that I will deal quite a bit of damage. Right now he's very angled, and then AP is not as efficient.
He's not in render range for me yet.
Okay. Just want to be careful.
I don't think I'll get in render range, to be honest.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I just want to be careful here with the torps. Because exactly, I'm sure he launched a lot of them. Oh man, he launched them perfectly for me. It's like a little nice Plymouth-sized gap here. Oh, choice, that was
And
very
a nice
good.
Conqueror break.
Thank you. Okay. The Hindi is there, so right now I would actually just go in and have some fun with the Kurfürst. So Maso is a fast gunboat DD. The Georgia is a fast battleship. I think that's the only common thing. Georgia is a fun ship. You get 457 millimeter guns. It's fast, has a good secondary build potential. You do have a good damage control party. Overall, good, fun battleship to play. On the other hand, like, it depends on your playstyle. You know.
So Stephen 102 is asking, isn't it more like a large Neptune than the Minnow?
Yeah, I mean, kind of, yes. It depends on what is your defining factor for this. For me, it's like you get AP, you have smoke, you do get the radar on top, so you don't have to make a choice between radar and the smoke, which I think is a cool thing. But then you don't have the same rate of fire here. You do get 16 shells per salvo, right? But the reload time here, if you hover over this, you will see it's 6.5 seconds. Can't compete here with the Minnow.
Suddenly Kurfürst.
Mm-hmm.
I should angle.
So how greedy are we going to be? I think very greedy.
Very
Okay.
greedy. And on YouTube, John Broomfield was asking, Mr. Conway, can you please explain what causes the game to get stuck on waiting for authorization after a new patch? I get it every single time. That's a really good question. I have no idea. Please do send our customer support a ticket and ask this very question, and I'm sure they'll be much better placed to help you than me. So I actually know it's AP for this score first.
So that hurt. But now it's my turn.
Because it means... Well, I should have just shot the HE again on him earlier, I guess.
Nice. Okay,
Please
he had
look-
Hydra running, so this is why he went for the other side. I'm now just going to go and, well, you guys should be able to. Well, can we guesstimate where the Hindi's at? Here-ish, I
Wow.
guess.
Nice blind volley from the Hindi there.
Oh, last time you spotted he was here.
just behind the island over there.
Shiki's actually... Oh, okay. I haven't seen him. I only saw his last spotted position. Shiki's going to cap A. You guys will cap B. Cyclone will probably go away in like 1 or 2 minutes.
I'm not sure what's happening up north, though.
Clan Holmes, the captain's log, I'm sure that will be updated in the foreseeable future, yes. I know they're different tiers, but Thunderer or Georgia? So, Georgia for me is a better ship in terms of if you want to be able to brawl, just because of the secondary setup, the speed. You do only get 6 guns with 457 millimeters. So it depends a bit on your playstyle. If you want to have, let's say, more of a... Like, you will hate me for saying this, like, but long-range playstyle, the Thunderer is going to be great. The Thunderer also works very decently if you're closer. But overall, the range that I would suggest going in for a Thunderer is going to be behind a Georgia. Overall, you can play this very decently on like a mid-range setup with the Thunderer. You have great AP, you have great HE. You just have to be careful because you don't have the HP pool of other battleships and you don't get the Conqueror here. So this is kind of like the trade-off you have to think about. But overall, both are very good. The Thunderer is a bit more rewarding in terms of accuracy of the main batteries, while the Georgia gives you a better way of dealing with, being more dynamic on the map with the speed you get. You have the secondaries. So if this is the kind of stuff you're looking for, then the Georgia would be my pick.
What rank will be displayed after ranked season? The best one of all sprints or from last sprint? That's an excellent question to which I don't actually know the answer. What rank will be displayed after the season?
Well, I mean, it should be the rank. If you take a look at, for example, right now, you see the different ranks. Mr. Conway, we'll just go into full screen so you can show this here. So you will see the different colors of the ranks, right?
So
you will see the guys who are in gold
stay
league.
like this, I guess.
Yeah. So it will just stay like this.
But that means that in the last sprint, you need to rank out to rank 1 if that you want that badge.
If you want to, at least
actually no, because we're not taking a break anymore.
No. There's going to be slight breaks in between, yes. But overall, it's just each week you get your rank updated. So that's.
There's no downtime anymore, right? So that doesn't really. It's not really relevant. You can just have to.
Yes. If you like right now, for example, you can see I'm at rank 7. If I would now get to rank 1, what should happen next week is because I kind of get my rank 1 reward, right? And then the gold league resets. So I get back to rank 10 and then I have to weigh my work up to rank 1 again. So if it's just for you about caring to display that, hey, I got rank 1, it works differently than it used to be. So this is more about you get your rewards.
Okay, well, we can open quite a few boxes in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just quickly collect my star. So I still have
Steve
catch up to
Overton
do.
is saying, if I pay real money for a ship and World of Warships nerfs it, can I get my money back? No, that doesn't work like this, but overall, we usually don't touch any premium ships with a nerf. What sometimes might happen is if we do a change to a mechanic, let's say, good example would be the Kutuzov and Belfast, old ships by now, where we did a rework of how the smoke detectability works in terms of like if you are sitting in smoke and you're shooting, like how much is the distance where you get spotted. So this might affect premium ships as well, but otherwise. We usually don't try to touch them, but we reserve the right to make these changes if we need to make them, because it is needed for the game balance.
Yes. Dr. Venture says, cough, Graf Zeppelin, cough. Yes, but in the case of Graf Zeppelin, we also offered people the chance to get a refund for it.
Exactly.
I think we have time for one more game.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's. Oh, are we gonna go full Soviet?
Oh, what do you want me to bring?
I think the Akaba would round this off nicely, maybe.
Or actually,
Grozovoi?
Oh no, somebody wanted to see the Somas, right?
Ah, that's true. Then go you play the Somas. It also works.
Okay. Okay, just going to use my beautiful Mr. Sasha Ovechkin.
C. Jotun says, it doesn't matter how many battles you either play well and have high XP or you don't, low XP. Win rate is mostly luck. That's not true. If you look at one game, win rate might be mostly luck. Even at 10 games, win rate mostly luck. But once you look at 1,000 games, the constant factor between those 1,000 games is you. And that means, and it's no chance occurrence that good players have good win rates. And you can look at the rest of the stats of the good players and they will also be good. But win rate is a very easy way to tell this, because from a certain amount of games, you are the only constant factor between them. So if your win rate is high, it means on average you're contributing to the team.
Yeah. And as I said before, because you kind of rip stats apart. You say, oh, if somebody has a high win rate and low base XP score, is he a good player? If somebody has a low win rate and has a high base XP score, does that make him a better player? It's the mix. If you're a good player, you will have both. High base XP score, high win rate. Like, don't fight about this stuff. Everybody has a bit of a different approach. But I can tell you for a fact, if you are a good player and you have a certain amount of battles where let's say the random element that sometimes is part of the game kind of, gets evened out across players, right? The win rate will tell you as a part of the statistics whether you're a good player or not. Same thing is true for other stats. But if you're a player, like I had some discussions with players actually in battles where they would say, hey, I cannot win. I have 160k average damage in my, what was it, Hindenburg. but I struggle to win. So like something must be wrong. Maybe it's the approach to the game when you focus so much on, for example, with the Hindenburg just burning down enemy ships. You're not really contributing to winning the battle by going for objectives. Damage is important. It's an important part, but you need to. Let's say you play a cruiser like a Hindenburg. You need to support. You need to go for the right targets. You need to focus stuff. Sometimes you need to push in. You need to take the risk. You need to take the damage. You need to help your team. All of these factors combined will tell you whether you're a good player or not. That's just like in any other aspect of life or game or wherever. It's not just like you cannot just pick one thing out and say like, oh, this is what makes you a decent player or not. It's a mix of factors. And you might even have like a really decent player with a high win rate who's mostly good in divisions, might not be the best solo player, but it's always like a mix of things. Don't get too hung up like on win rate or on base XP or on damage and fight over it. At the end of the day, it's about winning the battle as a team and to do your part to achieve that. That's my take on this, and this is the reason why I play the game like I do. Like I want to win, I want to work as a team, I want to achieve that as a team effort. It's not a solo game, so if you don't fight against your team, work with it.
Living West says, some days though you can have bad luck when you have a few idiots who do silly stuff and die fast, and then you have no chance.
Sure.
Yes, absolutely.
We all do.
But that doesn't invalidate. Oh, Hindi beached.
Okay.
Commence farming.
Oof.
Oh,
That's right.
that's 28k.
Oh, there's
my
shimmer,
first
shimmer, shimmer,
salvo.
shimmer, shimmer, shimmer.
Wait, sorry, shimmer for. Okay, I guess the Hindi is dead anyway. Can you spot him again?
He's smoking.
If only I had this magical button. Okay. No more Hindenburg.
Good job. There was an
Wasn't me.
unfortunate beach there. And this is something that can happen, right? Doesn't make this player a bad player. Sometimes you just have like bad luck, or you get unlucky, or you just made a mistake. You know, it happens to all of us. Happens to me. Happens to you. Doesn't mean you need to fight over it, or say that just because you sometimes get unlucky, that win rates don't mean anything. We all have good days. We all have bad days. It's just usually easier to say, oh, I like when I win, it's because I'm skilled. If I lose, it's because you know the
Potatoes.
the teammates dragged me down. It doesn't work like this. It's mix of things.
Please don't let me take a shimmer torpedo. Accelerate! Come on, you big. That looks like a starting ground sized gap there. I should take this gap. Make it mine.
Where is the Vermont going?
I'm gonna try and get to range a bit more. I don't feel like face tanking all of these battleships.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I understand. Sovietsky Soyuz is here as well. This is a target-rich environment.
It is. Oh god, I just got spotted. That's not good.
Oh, Bismarck, what are you
That's
doing
good.
here?
That's good.
You will have to turn out. I should have predicted this. Of course, the Hydro spotted the torpedoes here, or the Tirpitz. And the Bismarck is now going to try to spot me here.
Now this is more like. Oh, okay, missed. This is more like it. So let's see if we can.
Oh, Cleveland.
I kind of
Also, like in general, like I would always recommend you guys to, if you sometimes struggle a bit with, you know, how to approach the game, how to improve your team play, even if you're not like on the same voice comms or whatever. Use the short commands, right? Like for example, you can highlight a target that is really crucial for you to get rid of. For example, for me, like a radar cruiser is problematic, so I would highlight this to my team.
God, get the back.
You all right?
Well, I shot what I thought was a really good salvo, and it fell short.
So now I'll try to set this Tirpitz on fire. He repaired. Nope, we didn't get it.
Is that Mogami reversing? Yes, right?
Give me a second.
I think so.
Okay, that Mogami is yes, slightly reversing.
It's not gonna really help him much against me, I'm afraid.
Good job. Now we got hydroed here. by that Bismarck that is sitting behind the island. You know, I would love to just go around to have some fun with him. Oh, the Bismarck. Bismarck, are you doing this?
Are you gonna snack him?
Well, I think so. Gotta be a bit careful.
Do you need any help with him? Should I even bother shooting him?
Let me see what he's doing. So that's set of torpedoes number 1, set of torpedoes number 2.
I'm gonna farm a little bit.
Yeah, here you go. Go ahead. You know my opinion here. He's dead.
He's very dead. Okay. Cleveland is not going to be in my radar range, but he's farming me.
Oh, I'm spotted. Okay, that means the shimmer is around.
Okay, now we're going to disengage here and loop back around. It looks like we have most of the enemy on this flank anyway.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's down to like 77 points.
Ah, yes. Didn't realize. We'll maybe have to play another game after this.
We can do.
Roda's asking, do you think to bring Turkish ships to the game? Possibly, possibly. Turkey has some interesting options. It also has some like quite easy options because it's got, I think it's what's the Gay Red, which is like I think it's a gearing of Fletcher class. Anyway, they've got some American destroyers. Maybe, but no particular concrete plan like I know of. Is this gonna? This is really gonna end now, isn't it?
Yes, yes. I mean, the enemy team. This was like kind of like bad positioning because they're sending in one ship after the other instead of doing like a good push as a team. That's where you know as a team where you can make the difference. If you push in together, if these battleships would have tried together, they might have had a bit of a more like higher chance to do something instead of sending in one ship, sending in the next. Then we can just pick them apart like Tirpitz first, Bismarck next. Doesn't really work like this. Oh, choice. Let's actually see if we can have some fun here as well. I don't want to open up on a Seattle. Oh, you're going to nuke that Seattle, won't you?
Me?
Let's check.
I'm gonna actually. I'm shooting
It's
the line before he's open. Yeah, a bit high. I tried.
GG.
Yes.
I hope you saw the potential of the Somers. I mean, I was mostly, for me, the problem sometimes with a ship like the Somers or even the Holland is that I'm very cap oriented because I want to play for objectives. So sometimes in a ship like the Somers, you're really good at kiting as well. Just putting a lot of pressure on the flank with the amount of torpedoes you can dish out because you have 3 sets of them. But overall, we managed to at least hit 3 torpedoes, pressure the enemy team, and we won. So, GG.
Look, for the sake of snowflakes, I'll play again in Hakuryu.
You're playing Hakuryu? Okay.
Last game of the day. Can I get a life-sized cutout of Mr. Conrad and Chrysanthos? Al-Hakim? No.
That's for the OnlyFans account. So, I haven't played the Puerto Rico in ages.
Will there be clan battles before Smallland is removed? I
cannot say.
I'm also not sure right now. And if I was, I probably couldn't say, but I'm not sure. Can you take the Pommern? Well, we're playing tier 10 right now because we're doing tier 10 snowflakes today, but we'll play Pommern next time. Pommern is a great ship.
Okay, let me just quickly get the most out of this. Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, that's a bit offensive to Tora.
So, looks all good. Well, definitely defensive AA if you are with CVs in battle. And we have the A flag. Okay, let's go.
Do Chrysanthos and Mr. Conway have Hayate?
I do,
yes,
actually.
I believe so.
Remind me next stream and I'll play the Hayate for you.
Please nerf Choice Arena. No.
Do you open the containers on stream? We can.
Yes.
For me, the problem is that I own all of the ships already.
Yeah, that's true. I cannot get any drops for ships.
And hello, 00. is World of Warships going to nerf my German secondaries? Is Will asking. No, we are not going to touch the German secondaries per se. What we're doing is we're going to rework the skills, the commander skills in the game. And part of that rework is reducing the benefit you get, the percentage of benefit you get from manual secondary skill. So this might affect the accuracy of the German secondaries, just like any other secondary set in the game. But on the other hand, we give the option, if you pick that skill, that it's not limited to targeting only one ship, but you can hit several ships. Plus, we extend the range, for example, for German secondaries. So it's a bit of a trade-off. And we'll monitor the situation. We are not planning to make German secondaries or secondaries of battleships in general worse. That's not our plan. But we'll have to monitor the situation and see how that works out.
Yes, there was a question from Molly Godiva who's saying, could Wargaming please be more clear about when things such as campaigns or ships are leaving? We give indication in terms of patches, but not in terms of dates. I see what you're saying, and I think this is actually something we should probably discuss internally. We've generally had a policy of not announcing dates, but which also is connected to the fact that if we kind of tell you, hey, we're updating on this day and doing this, and then there is, an unforeseen issue, which can sometimes happen with game development, and we are then late, we're in a situation where we have to go, oh, sorry, we missed it. Whereas,
or early,
Or we're early, and we kind of want to have that freedom to do that when we want to without having to worry about, annoying or disappointing you. Because things with game development can sometimes just have unforeseen things happen that mean they take longer.
Yeah. And
so
guys, you know
had.
roughly the schedule that we have in terms of updates.
Yes,
There's not like a huge variety and suddenly there's 2 months in between updates. It's usually 4 weeks. Sometimes sometimes there might be an update that takes 3 weeks, sometimes 5 weeks. But overall, roughly the amount of time that you have.
Yes. Yeah,
it's not like it's like a completely wild guess out of the blue.
Yeah. Assume it takes about 4 weeks per update, and then you can kind of just do the math. Sometimes there'll be a 5-week update. On very rare occasions, there might be a 3-week update, but in general, 4 weeks is our regular cadence.
Will there be another server migration opportunity? Maybe in the future, but it's not planned at the moment. Why is it so hard to earn steel? Because it's a kind of like a competitive resource that you have to earn in competitive modes. So it's it has a special status in the game, and you get very special ships for it, and so you have to earn it. I actually like this aspect that you get quite unique ships, and I understand that it takes more time than other aspects of the game.
Ooh. No! Don't shoot down on my planes. Striking into blobs is so painful. I kind of want to hurt this Starling gun too.
Honey Badger, nice name.
Even if
What is a Stalingrad? Ah, are you going for the Kagero? No. Going for the Stalingrad, okay.
I had top bombs loaded. And he looks like he's gonna just take position there. So I'm gonna bomb the ever-living hell out of him.
Good. Yeah, good choice. 33 degrees here in Argentina. Please send some European cold. Look, right now we had snow, so I don't want to trade in that cold. I like that cold. But overall, if it's only 2-3 degrees here, we can work on a temperature exchange program. I would fully approve of that.
Sounds amazing. Okay, so they are looking to cap B here. I'm not particularly happy with that, but
there
I
are
won't be
2
able to
battleships
and
sitting in the B cap.
And the Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. Do you mean the Charles Martel?
Ah, okay, sorry. I don't know why I turned
Starts
that
with the
to
C,
Cleveland.
I understand.
It's a Tier 8 cruiser. Close enough.
I wish I had AP loaded.
It looks as though they're sailing right out of it again, though.
I have to get used to the shell speed again. Sometimes it's a bit the problem when you play a lot of ships that, you know, like varied ships, when you're just switching, and you realize that, oh no, this ship is... Okay, there we go. Has slower shells or faster shells.
Did the Armagi just leave the cat? They both leave the cat. Okay.
Oh, no, Yamato, don't touch me. Okay, and can we get...
You're not going to take this cap while I'm here. We'll get in.
Can we hit, please? Oh, come on, please. Okay, there we go. This is what we wanted.
I feel a little bit sorry for these two guys.
Oh, sorry.
Pretty poor play though, but
Oh.
too aggressive in a tier 10 judge.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly. Problem solved, sir.
So we'll just have to kite here a bit. We'll keep this flank busy. We're already at 1.2 million potential damage. My bigger problem is there's nothing spotted, and the CV will probably...
I'll go and spot for you.
Okay.
Do you need to fight a cover? come drop you.
Potentially, but I rather have you just dislodged at Stalingrad so we get access to the cap if needed.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a nice salvo.
Our victory is in sight.
How are they already down to 70 points? Wow, the other flank must have collapsed.
Yeah, and those battleships suiciding through the middle. I mean, they
Ah,
just
yeah,
lost
yeah. There was
two
was
battleships
that a
and a cruiser
division?
in the middle,
Okay.
and
Well,
got nothing in return.
That's why I don't believe in like pushing battleships through, like, you know, like Two Brothers center, or for example here through that center, because it's kind of like no return from that.
So we don't really need that Stalingrad, do we?
No. Now that I see the points, I didn't really pay too much attention to it because I saw we have a cap now.
I'm just going to drop with this Thunder, then there's a lot of flak here anyway. Too much for me to do anything. Nice. Oh, terrible drop. Terrible drop. Iron Jesus did not reward me for that terrible job. That's well, he shouldn't have. Can we get another one off? Sneaky one onto here?
This is one of my favorite things to do in the game. Is like just to keep one flank just busy and chasing you. I find it very rewarding if you have like a flank that is just spending all of its effort and time to hunt you down, completely ignoring the objectives.
Richthofen's coming for you, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Oof. Okay, this hurt a bit too much.
Should at least be able to say on the follow-up, possibly.
I want to take the full server. I'm probably dead here. Oh, not yet.
Hold below the waterline.
Did he recall? Okay, lucky you.
Good. I survived.
Okay, well, it's good that they took this cap. Which means we have a chance to kill them for a bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Too greedy. But the game is kind of over. Should have, like, if I wanted to try hard, I should have waited to get the heal, and then I could have farmed these two battleships probably a bit longer, but it's okay. Oh, wrong one. This button.
Looks like Alaska's just giving up here, he's just parking.
No, he's up. He just doesn't want to YOLO into the
No, but I
wand.
mean, he's not dodging my attacks, so he's...
Yeah, well, he's busy with the DD and the battleships in front of him. Kind of. maybe if the objectives were more rewarding, players would play for it more, like more XP credits for capping. But Bazinga, look, you get a 50% bonus in terms of XP and credits if you win. That's a huge incentive to win a battle, and you achieve this by going for the objectives.
Plus, getting caps already gives you.
Yeah,
a
it
lot
gives
of
you XP. I understand what he means there by giving even more XP to, for example, capping. But it is like the economy is something very, very tricky, to balance with all of the different aspects to the game. But the core objective of the game is to win, and you get a significant bonus for winning the battle in a game that is predominantly about, not just having fun, but also advancing in the game. Going for, like unlocking new ships and, getting to the higher tiers. This is what accelerates your progress a lot. So there's a huge incentive for doing this. Oh, you get unlucky there with the drop.
Nah, that was a terrible drop.
How about rewarding spotting damage a bit more? I mean, we could do that, casual watcher. I personally would not be opposed to this because I think it's an important aspect, but we have to keep in mind that we need to keep it balanced. It's not like DDs are currently on the very bottom of the scoreboard if they, for example, play well and go for the objectives. It's not the case, and if we overdo it, then suddenly DDs would be at the very top of the XP score, so we would have to take away the XP for something else, to keep it in balance. So it's a very tricky part to get that mix of different factors right. And at least in my experience, or in my very personal opinion, and it's not like like the World of Warships opinion, it's just Chrysanthus' opinion, is that it's not really a matter of rewards, that players would not choose to go for the right things. It's more of like a lack of understanding of how to win a battle, and to go for that they rather focus on something like damage because it looks cool, instead of going for the sometimes rather unpopular choice to not go for damage, but to rather do the right thing to win the battle and still get a 50% bonus. Can you please disable doubloons for flags being enabled by default? As a largely free-to-play I buy premium, it's frustrating when you find you've wasted some of your hard-earned doubloons on a pair of flags you forgot to. I can forward this. For me, it's actually the opposite. That I find it annoying when I didn't set it to auto-enable because I have a lot of them, and if I then find out that in the battle I missed them, then I'm frustrated. But I understand your point of view, obviously. Any chance of getting my forum posting privileges restored? It has been well over a year. I promise I have reformed, please. Captain MudX, it depends on which forum you're talking about. If it's the EU forums, you can send the PM to Mr. Conway and me. We'll take a look and see whether we can give you a second chance. If it's about the NA server or the Asia server, go contact your regional community manager team and then let's see whether you can convince them that it's time.
It depends a little bit how naughty you were the first time around and what exactly you got banned.
Yeah,
for.
I cannot answer this here, but you can send us a message and we will take a look at your case. Fritzi ist hier. Wie umarmen sich Igel? Sehr, sehr vorsichtig. Will we ever have a chance to get Captain Jersey Shwersky again? I think there's a good chance, but when and how, I don't know.
By the way, I'm in the same boat as you. God damn it! It's gonna be my Yamato. Hashtag my Yamato.
Some other questions. Will there be a possibility to get special modules for tier 10 ships in the future? Andreas on YouTube, yes, sure. I mean, currently we have a set of upgrades already in the game that you can get from the research bureau, and I'm sure we're going to add more. And then in terms of like additional things for tier 10, what's going to happen, I don't know yet. Will there be another Azure Lane collaboration soon? The Beater, maybe. The problem with collaborations is even if I you know me, I always would love to tell you, but with collaborations, there's always some legal obligations and agreed upon dates when we can talk about certain collaborations. I can tell you that we would be very happy to have another collaboration with Azure Lane. So hopefully in future, not too far away, this might be the case.
Okay, well, this is.
Will there be special offers for premium in the near future? Kabu Bibi, I'm not sure whether it's still active, but there was an offer just last week for 1 year of premium time. for either 12,500 doubloons, I think, or 40 euros. So usually towards the end of the year, there's a really, really good offer for a year of premium time. We will sometimes have, additional special offers for premium time, but go check out the premium store. Maybe it's still active. Will there be another Verizon collaboration? Maybe. Is there an option to hide non-historic camouflages? Yes, there is. Right. You can select this. Well, I mean, in the sense of like you can hide, for example, the sci-fi camouflages.
Yeah.
In a sense of like non-historical ones, the consumable camouflages, no. But the skins and so on, if you don't like to see, for example, like the arpeggio camouflages, or if you don't want to see the space camouflages, you can just disable them in the filter in the port.
Look, I think this is actually something that maybe we should suggest. I don't know how difficult it is to add like a little, like a historical, non-historical flag to each of the camouflages. But I see what you mean, because obviously some of our regular consumable camouflages can also be quite colorful, and historically this was not quite the case.
Yeah. DK Stormtrooper is asking, why can we not turn on collect for crate collections anymore? I have several that I would like to finish. If you have a collection where this button is not displayed, it means we have two types of collections. So you have collection type number 1, where you simply need to unlock the collection with the first item, and then you can get the collection items either from dedicated containers, plus on top random daily containers, where they would be randomly in the daily containers that you get, you can collect them on top. And there's only one collection at a time that you can have active, set to active for this collection, so that whenever you open the containers, it's focused on this collection until you finish it. There's a second type of collection, which is container bound. So there's a specific set of containers that will give you the collectible items. Now, the collections that you probably haven't finished are these type of containers. So I can give you an example here, while Mr. Conway can go, for example, to the King of the Sea collection. King of the Sea collection is a great example because these containers are only obtainable through the King of the Sea tournament event and missions, events happening around that tournament.
You want me to open the collection?
Yep, please do so. So this is the same thing is true for the 5 epochs of Navy, for example. So these collections don't have the setting for collect. That would be usually displayed right underneath the King of the Sea collection aspect. So in that case, you would either have to buy the containers. The Rapid and Resolute collection is an example, where you could get the Italian commander Sansonetti. That one is also container bound, and you can get the containers, for example, from the Armory. And then other collections just work with the collect button. It's 2 types of collections, and it really depends on what kind of you're looking for.
Yep.
Can you show where you set for the collection you still need? So the problem with my account is I would love to show you this, but in terms of my collections,
I have all of the collectible collections also collected.
So that's the problem. Like I have, my collections except for King of the Sea, and I think it's the 5 epochs of the Navy collection. I finished all of the other ones. It would usually be displayed around here, where you can just set it to collect. And there's only one collection at the same time you can set to actively be collected. It's not there to annoy you. It's actually there to make sure that the collection you want to finish is going to be the one where you get the collectibles for. So that's the idea behind it.
Thank you very much to Choice Arena for joining us for the games again, and thank you very much to all of you for tuning in to our first stream of 2021.
Yep.
Now, I am happy to announce that if Chrysanthus pushes the button, we have the schedule for January up on our portal. So if you want to know what's happening, you can check there. We don't have a lot of different special streams planned for this month. There will be an Armchair Admirals, of course, at the end of the month. We're still debating what the topic for this should be. So if you have an idea, do shoot. Let us know what you think. But otherwise, you can look forward to seeing us again every Thursday. Our regional streams are going to be kicking back off, at least as much as the current COVID situation will allow people to come into the office for it. And, we're moving to a new streaming room. Just it's bigger downstairs, which is cool. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more, we'll have a bit more space for ourselves down there, which will be nice. But otherwise, that's pretty much it for me for today. It's fantastic to see so many of you back for 2021. And if you haven't yet, like, follow, subscribe.
Exactly. Is there anything else I wanted to say? No, just guys, don't forget, collect your snowflakes. Don't forget to turn on your campaigns.
Yes.
I know this is very easy to forget sometimes, but they're time gated. So please, if you want to get the rewards like the commanders, just, set them active and keep collecting them while you're playing the game. Remember the snowflakes, we changed them a bit. It's not only about getting the win. If you want to, for example, play them in randoms, you still get the snowflake off the ship, even if you lose, but you get at least 300 base XP. So go make sure to get your snowflakes off your ships. And then we have a new ranked season live in a different way. We changed the format a bit in terms of how ranked seasons work. It's now on a weekly basis, working in sprints. So please go give it a try, give it a shot. If you haven't played ranked before, it's a nice way to give it just a try, see whether you like it or not, and then provide us with feedback. What you like about it, what you dislike about it, so we can improve this mode in the future even more.
And don't forget, you get steel for winning.
Yes. And with this, I will say also goodbye. Have a very good week and a nice weekend.
Ooh, before we go, we should see because obviously we need to raid someone. We should try and find someone to actually raid.
Okay, while Mr. Conway is doing this in the background,
Are you gonna sing?
No. Like
Oh.
I want people to stick around for the raid and not scare them off. So yeah, guys, I hope you had some fun here with the stream. We'll be back next week on Thursday, same place, same time. Also, regional streams, like the Czech, Italian, French, German ones, are gonna return this month. So we'll see you in full force. If you like the content, make sure to click the follow or subscribe button wherever you're watching. And I saw a few questions about submarines. No, there are no news about submarines at this point. We're still working on them, and I hope we get to share a bit of news about submarines in the foreseeable future. We actually have a Waterline episode coming up in a future not too far away, which will cover a lot of the topics that you guys would like to hear more about, like what's happening with clan battles, what's the next tech tree that would be implemented into the game, and so on and so forth. So I hope this will be interesting for you. And you picked somebody, Mr. Conway? You look...
I'm not sure yet. I'm just wondering. I'm just listening to see if he's speaking English today or not.
Okay.
He's not speaking at all. It's not a good sign. So we're not going to pick
then I will just answer a few more questions. Jack Ryan is asking, any news about the Tier 8 German battleship Brandenburg? No, there are no news about this ship, and I wouldn't expect any news in the foreseeable future. There was another question about, will there be another chance to get the USS Black? I'm sure there will be. Just give it a bit of time for a return. And will there be a possibility to get containers for the Immer Furchtlos? I only know the German name. Yeah, no worries, Dark Vampire. Yes, I'm sure there will be also a chance to get these containers again in the future. It will just take a bit of time for them to make it to the Armory, because we usually have a little bit of a cooldown between having the event and the containers and then moving them to the Armory.
Look, we've rated him before, but there's not so many people streaming this evening. So please, everybody, get your hashtag ready. The hashtag is, of course, Happy New Year.
Good. Okay.
There's your hashtag. No. Hashtag is the... God damn it.
Wow, that was a fail. So the hashtag is Chaos Machine GR.
No, hashtag is hashtag Happy New Year.
Apparently, I think it's his birthday, right? So
Is
if it is, then send greetings from the twins. And otherwise, see you next week. Same place, same time. Stay healthy, stay safe, and see you soon.
Yes, see you next week. Bye-bye.